field and we're ready to play. We're all suited up, we got a game today. We're gonna play fast and we're gonna play hard, gonna knock that ball right out of the yard. So don't just sit there like a bump on a log. Let me hear you holler now, let's go Dawgs! We got a guy on bird and nobody out. It's time to stand up, yes, it's time to shout. We're playing some ball and we're having some fun. Come on boys, let's score that run. So don't just sit there like a bump on a log. Let me hear you holler now, let's go Dawgs! Field and we're ready to play. We're all suited up, we got a game today. We're gonna play fast and we're gonna play hard, gonna knock that ball right out of the yard. So don't just sit there like a bump on a log. Let me hear you holler now, let's go Dawgs! 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 Don't just sit there like a bump on a log. Let me hear you holler now, let's go Dawgs! Let's go Dawgs!
On the field at all times, as foul balls and bats can and will enter the seating area at times. Fans, the Mohawk Valley DiamondDawgs of the PGCBL promote good sportsmanship by its players, coaches, and fans. We request your cooperation catcher, number 24 from Thomas Jefferson University, Joshua Lopez. At first base, number 32 from Prince George Community College, Santi Jimenez. Batting fifth, right fielder, number 35 from UMass Boston, Mike Gorham. Batting sixth, third baseman, number 18 from Gettysburg College, Alex Angulo. Batting seventh, the designated hitter, number 9 from Xavier University, Dom Jackson. Batting eighth, second baseman, number 30 from Emerson College, Jake Hatch. And batting ninth, the shortstop, number 14 from Stillman College, Sam Fleming. Pitching tonight for the Lumberjacks, number 27 from Guilford College, Jacob Phillips. Ladies and gentlemen, these collegiate ball players have come from colleges and universities from all across the United States, and they've chosen to play right here in the Mohawk Valley as your Diamond Dogs. So if you're ready for your dogs, let me hear you make some noise. Folks, you're going to have to make more noise than that. Let's go! Tonight, your Diamond Dogs are joined by our young fans as part of the Baseball Buddies program sponsored by Herkimer College. Starting in left field, from the University of New Haven, number 23, Owen Pinsence. In center field, from the University of South Florida, number 12, James Ross. In right field, from St. Bonaventure University, number 28, Mark Darachi. At third base from Columbia University, number 15, Sam Miller. At shortstop from Bryant University, number 25, Justin Hackett. At second base from the College of William and Mary, number 37, Corey Adams. At first base from Quinnipiac University, number 35, Sebastian Muller. Catching tonight from Carson Newman College, number 17, Mitchell Ballin. And tonight's starting pitcher from George Washington University, number 14, Colton Trish. Your Diamond Dogs are coached by Steve Lewis, assisted by John Marino and Tyler Roper. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise and remove your caps as we'll have the singing of our national anthem. Singing tonight's national anthem from Little Falls is Maddie Condon.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars
Fantastic job. How about Maddie Condon, ladies and gentlemen?
Fans, welcome to Mohawk Valley Diamond Dogs Baseball. I'm Pete Pagliaro, and we have tonight's matchup between the Boonville Lumberjacks and the Mohawk Valley Diamond Dogs in perfect game collegiate baseball league action. The Boonville Lumberjacks, last place 7-19 on the season, will face off against the Diamond Dogs, who are sitting in second place in the Eastern Division with a 17-10 record. And we will go through the lineups first. First for the visiting Boonville Lumberjackets. In left field is number 3, Matthew Layton. The center fielder is number 2, Eli Snelson. Catcher for the Boonville Lumberjacks, number 24, is Joshua Lopez. The first baseman is number 32, Santi Jimenez. In right field is number 35, Mike Gorham. The third baseman is number 18, Alex Angulo. The DH is number 9, Dom Jackson. At second base for the Lumberjacks is number 30, Jake Hatch. And the shortstop for the Lumberjacks, number 14, Sam Fleming. On the mound tonight for the Lumberjacks is number 27, Jacob Phillips. And for the Mohawk Valley DiamondDawgs, they'll be starting off with Owen Pinson's number 23 in left field. Batting second will be the second baseman, number 37, Corey Adams. Catching tonight for the Dogs is number 17, Mitchell Ballant. The first baseman is number 35, Sebastian Muller. At third base is number 15, Sam Miller. The shortstop is number 25, Justin Hackett. In right field is number 28, Mark Duraski. And the DH tonight is number 5, Mason Snell. Also in center field is number 12, Jaden Ross for the DiamondDawgs. On the mound tonight for Mohawk Valley is number 14, Colton Trish. So on the other side, the Boonville Lumberjacks will send out Jacob Phillips as the pitcher. And he has started in 5 games, has pitched in 29.1 innings, allowed 32 hits, 19 runs, 14 of those earned. He's walked 16 and struck out 35. He's 2-2 on the year and has a 4.30 ERA. And the Mohawk Valley DiamondDawg pitcher is Colton Trish. He has started in 4 games, pitched in 15.1 innings, allowed 7 hits and 7 runs. 4 of those runs were earned. 17 walks, 22 strikeouts for Trish. He is 2-0 on the season with a 2.35 ERA. So looking to go 3-0 is Colton Trish here tonight for the for the Mohawk Valley DiamondDawgs against the Lumberjacks. And he is just taking his final warm-up tosses is Trish. And we will have baseball here momentarily. So leading off for Mohawk Valley will be Owen Pinson. This will be followed by Corey Adams and Mitchell Ballant. And for the Lumberjacks, it'll be Matthew Layton, Eli Snelson, and Joshua Lopez. And so that's the final pitch for Colton Trish warming up. And the first batter making his way to the home plate area as we are just about ready to start playing baseball here in Little Falls. It is perfect game collegiate baseball league's action between the Boonville Lumberjacks and the Mohawk Valley DiamondDawgs. So leading things off will be Matthew Layton. He is the left fielder for Boonville. Bats from the left side. And he's going to face the lefty in Colton Trish. So Trish will look in to get his sign from his catcher, Mitchell Ballant. And we are just about ready for the first pitch. Here's the windup and then the pitch. And we start things off with a strike to Matthew Layton. Layton hitting .230 on the season for Boonville. Boonville struggling this season, 7-19. That puts them in last place in the Eastern Division. Here's the windup and pitch outside in the count 1-1. Mohawk Valley, different course of action. They're 17-10 on the year. Last game played was Thursday as they had a scrimmage on Friday that was rained out against the Albany Athletics, so they lost the game on Thursday here at home to Socrates 5-0. And there is ball 2. And meanwhile for Boonville, they played last night losing to Amsterdam 12-0. So here is Trish with the windup and the pitch. And that ball's hit to the shortstop. And he scoops it up and he throws over. And in time for out number 1. At short for Mohawk Valley is Justin Hackett. No problems with that as he picked up the ball and shot it over to first base for out number 1. And that'll bring up Eli Snelson, the center fielder. Snelson hitting .333. He bats from the right side. Red batting glove and red helmet. And Colton Trish looks in to pick up his sign from his catcher, Ballant. He will wind and deliver with a 1 out. He shows bunt, pulls back. And there is ball 1. So Boonville comes in with green uniforms with some gold trim. Oh, 1-0 count, I'm sorry. Here's the pitch. And that one takes a bounce in front of Snelson. And the count now is 2-0. So 2 balls in, no strikes to Snelson. Joshua Lopez on deck for the Lumberjacks. Colton Trish, again, looking in. He's 2-0 on the year, a 2.35 ERA. There's a windup now on the pitch. And that one down the middle for a called strike one. Snelson doesn't like it, has a few words with the umpire to talk about where it was. And the umpire tells him it was a strike. 2-1 count, here's the pitch. And that's fouled off by Snelson. The count now even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Ballin picks up the ball as it scurried away and throws it back to his pitcher in Trish. And he will get back behind the plate, Will Ballin, ready to go. And to catch his pitcher, Colton Trish. Trish looks in, shakes off a few. Now he agrees on the pitch. And he is going to deliver on the 2-2. That is high. Got away from Ballin. A full count now, 3-2. To Eli Snelson, the center fielder for Boonville. 1 out, top of the first from Vets Park in Little Falls. Perfect game, collegiate baseball league action between the Boonville Lumberjacks and the Mohawk Valley DiamondDawgs. So there is ball 4, so Eli Snelson will walk. And Joshua Lopez, the catcher for Boonville, now will come to the plate to face Trish. Before that happens, Mitchell Ballin goes on to talk to his pitcher. And the two, little discussion near the mound. And they're going to head back in their respective spots, and they're going to face Joshua Lopez with a runner on first and 1 out. So Lopez takes a few warm-up cuts before he jumps into the batter's box. And Trish is looking in. Trish with that left hand hanging down low to get his sign from his catcher. And he will wind out and deliver the first pitch to Joshua Lopez. And Lopez fouls that one off the mask of Ballin. And the umpire will walk out, buy some time for the catcher to recover from the ball hitting his mask. Oh, 0-1 the count now to Lopez. Lopez jumps back in the box as he waits. Colton Trish. Trish, slow, methodical pitcher, takes his time picking up his signs and delivering the pitch. Looks at the runner at first, now takes another glance before he's going to deliver. And there is a pitch that is low for ball 1. So 1 ball, 1 strike to Joshua Lopez, the catcher. Santi Jimenez is on deck. Runner on first. A few short steps being held on by the first baseman, Sebastian Muller, for the DiamondDawgs. Here's the windup and pitch. Swing and a miss. And the count now 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Lopez steps out of the box, adjusts his batting gloves before he takes a practice cut and jump back into the box. And await the pitch from Trish. Trish looks in. Agrees on the pitch that he's gotten from Mitchell Ballin, and he's going to wind and deliver now with a 1-2 count. He will wind up and deliver the pitch down low. Here's the runner taken off the second, and the throw by Ballin not in time. So a stolen base by Eli Snelson puts him at second base now with a 2-2 count. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Joshua Lopez. Lopez again out of the batter's box. Jumps back in. And the runner on second taking a few steps away from the base, not being held on yet. Second baseman dancing around, and now he pulls away. And that one misses for a ball. So full count now to Joshua Lopez. Lopez steps out of the box every time before he jumps back in to face the pitcher on the mound, Colton Trish. Trish looks at the runner at second, takes a long stare, and now he winds and delivers. Little chopper to the shortstop. He's going to scoop it, throw over to first, and there is out number 2. So Justin Hackett with another play, the second out of the evening.
Coming his late, the first baseman, number 32 from Prince George Community College, Sante Jimenez.
So Sante Jimenez, the first baseman, now will come to the plate with 2 outs and a runner on second for Boonville. Jimenez is the first baseman wearing number 32, hitting .295 for Boonville on the season. Trish will deliver the first pitch to him, and that is popped foul down the first base line, and the count is 0-1 now to Santi Jimenez. Jimenez takes a few practice cuts before he taps the plate and is ready to go. Trish is ready, looking at the runner at second. He's dancing around at second base, not being held on, and there's another foul ball down the first baseline. And the count quickly 0-2 now to Jimenez. So Colton Trish jumps out in front of the batter here with 0-2 count. He's got a runner on second base and 2 outs here in the top of the first. No score from Veterans Memorial Park in Little Falls, New York. Here's the windup and pitch, and is high, stopped by Ballant, and the count now 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Trish is set now. And he will step and deliver. Runner takes off the third. Ball is high. And the runner will easily steal third base without a throw. And the count now 2-2 as Ballant steps out in front and delivers some signs to the infield. A runner on third base now as Lumberjacks looking to get on the board here in the top of the first. 2 outs here for Trish. A 2-2 count to Jimenez with a runner on third. Here's the windup in the pitch by Trish. And again, it's high for ball 3. And a full count now to Jimenez. Second full count of the game here from Colton Trish. He's looking for a perfect spot here. And he sets, kicks, and delivers. And there's a swing and a miss for strike 3, and that'll do it. Boonville strands the runner on third. No run score. We head to the bottom of the first, scoreless in Little Falls. Back after this.
At Price Chopper and Market 32, we want to help you shop smart to get the best quality and value for you and your family. That's why we created
More ways to save.
Just Use Your Advantage Card to save your way with weekly specials, price chops, lowdowns, stock-up savings, fair to compare, and Advantage rewards. Now that's smart shopping. More ways to save at Price Chopper and Market 32.
Fans, if you're in the market for a new home or are looking to sell your home, make sure you contact our friend Becky Smith at Accent Brokerage. Becky is our neighborhood expert, and she is focused on providing you with the best results and service in the industry. Becky will listen carefully to understand your real estate goals, and she will work hard to create solutions that make sense for you. Whether you are new to the market or an experienced investor, Becky and the folks at Accent Brokerage have the expertise, proven track record, and resources to help you achieve your real estate goals. Stop in and visit with them today.
And welcome back, fans. And Owen Pinsons will lead things off here for the DiamondDawgs in the bottom of the first. It'll be Owen Pinsons, Corey Adams, and Mitchell Ballant, 1, 2, 3 in this inning to lead things off. Jacob Phillips is the pitcher on the mound for Boonville. He is 2-2 with a 4.30 ERA. Right-hander is Phillips. He will wind and deliver, and that is fouled off by Pinsons, and the count is 0-1 to start things off, and he looks like he hit that off of his leg, and he's going to go down. And trying to work it out is Pinson's. Looks like he's going to be all right. He's had to work that cramp out or that ball hit him. And the count is 0-1 to Pinson's. So Phillips is ready to deliver now. Pinson's hitting .279 on the year. He's got 1 home run and 12 RBI. Ball's hit to the second baseman. He's going to scoop it. That is Jake Hatch. And throw over to first for the ground out.
Number 37 from the College of William and Mary, Corey Adams.
So Corey Adams, the second baseman, now will come to the plate for Mohawk Valley. Adams, a .255 hitter for the DiamondDawgs. No home runs yet. 7 RBI. Adams bats from the right side. And he's going to step in to face the righty, Jacob Phillip. Here's the pitch by Phillip. And it is high for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Mitchell Ballant on deck for Mohawk Valley. Here's the windup and pitch by Phillip. And there's a strike. And the count now is 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike to Corey Adams. Adams awaiting the pitch now. Here it is. Down low for ball 2. And that brings the count to 2-1 to Phillips. So 1 out, Owen Pinson's grounded out to the second baseman. No score here in the bottom of the first. Here's the windup and pitch. Down low. And the count now 3-1. So 3 balls and 1 strike to Adams. Jacob Phillip looking in, picking up his sign from catcher Joshua Lopez. And now he will wind and deliver on the 3-1. And there's a strike, and the count now 3-2. So a full count now to Corey Adams. To see who wins this one, pitcher or catcher. 3-2 count. There's the windup and the pitch. And he hits that right back up the middle past the pitcher. And that is good for a base hit. So Corey Adams with the base hit up the middle. And that'll bring up Mitchell Ballant.
Mitchell Ballant.
So Mitchell Ballant now the batter for Mohawk Valley. With 1 out and 1 on. Sorry. Ballant hitting .379 for the Dawgs. 2 home runs, 34 RBI. Here's the pitch, and in the dirt for ball 1, stopped by the catcher Joshua Lopez. And a 1-0 count to Ballant. Sebastian Muller on deck for Mohawk Valley. And they're going to go back to first. Runner gets back quickly. That is Corey Adams sliding back. Being tested there by Jacob Phillip. Phillip looking in, getting his sign from Joshua Lopez, the catcher. And he's ready to deliver now on the 1-0. And before he does that, he's going to go back to first. Corey Adams going to slide back quickly. 1-0 count to Ballant. Ballant takes a deep breath, steps back into the box. And he is just eager to see a pitch here. 1-0 the count. And again, fake throw to first. And so Ballant will step out again. And he always takes that deep breath before he's ready to step back in the box, recollects his thoughts. And Phillip will set now, and this time will deliver. And he misses for ball 2. So 2 balls and no strikes. Ballant jumps back in the box now. Phillips sets now. And winds and delivers. And he misses that one. So the count now 3-0. So 3 balls and 1 strike. Thus far. 3-0 the count. Here's the windup and pitch by Phillip. And he called a strike on that one as Ballant thought he had ball 4. And the count now 3-1. 3 balls and 1 strike now to Mitchell Ballant. Runner on first. They get a short lead, 1 out for the Dawgs. Here's Phillip with the 3-1 pitch. And Ballant hits that ball hard to center field. Center fielder moves over to his left, gets underneath it, and he will make the catch. That is Eli Snelson for out number 2.
Coming to play at the first baseman, number 35 from Quinnipiac University, Sebastian Muller.
So here is Sebastian Muller for the DiamondDawgs. He is the first baseman, number 35. And Muller, a .260 hitter for the DiamondDawgs, 2 home runs, 12 RBI. He's got 11 runs and 19 hits, and he would love to add to that here with a runner on first. A right-handed batter is Muller, facing the righty in Phillips, and that one grabs the inside corner for a strike, and the count 0-1. No balls and 1 strike now to Muller. Sam Miller on deck. Should Muller reach. So 2 outs. Here's the pitch. In the dirt, swung by Muller. And the count now 0-2. So Phillips up in the count 0-2. Sebastian Muller stepping out of the box momentarily. Now we'll tap home plate. And we'll await the 0-2 pitch now from Phillips. Phillips taking a few glances over his shoulder at first. And now he's going to set. Wind and deliver. And does so high for ball 1. So 1 ball and 2 strikes to Sebastian Muller. Again, Muller with 2 home runs on the year. Would not mind another one here with a runner on first. Here's Phillips with the pitch. And that ball is hit to the shortstop, and it gets past him. It's a hard hit ball past the shortstop. And Muller safe at first.
Now coming to play third baseman, number 15.
As he hit that ball sharply past the shortstop. And that puts runners on first and second now for Sam Miller. So a hard hit ball to the shortstop, Sam Fleming. He could not come up with it. And so an opportunity here for Sam Miller, the third baseman for the Dawgs. Miller hitting .245. He's got 1 home run and 21 RBI. All numbers he can add to here with runners on first and second and 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. So Phillips sets, looks at the runner at second, and kicks and delivers. There's a swing and a miss by Miller in the count 0-1. So Sam Miller from Columbia University. And he is ready to go with his runners on first and second taking short leads. Phillips on the mound. He sets now. Will deliver on the 0-1. And down low for ball 1 in the count 1-1 now to Miller. A 1 ball, 1 strike. Justin Hackett on deck for Mohawk Valley. Dawgs looking to get on the board here early with 2 on, 2 out in the bottom of the first. Beautiful day here at Vets Memorial Park at Little Falls for baseball. And he will kick and deliver. Will Phillips does so outside. And that is good for ball 2. So 2 balls and 1 strike to Sam Miller. Miller number 15 for the Dawgs. Catcher Joshua Lopez getting a little breather, lifting his mask up. Now he's going to crouch behind the plate and take the pitch from pitcher Jacob Phillip on the 2-1 count. Here's the pitch. And there is strike 2 as Miller thought about that one but held off. And down the middle for call strike 2. The count now 2-2. Again, Dawgs have runners on first and second. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Phillips sets now, looks at the runner and delivers. And that is fouled off by Miller. And the count's going to remain 2 balls and 2 strikes. So 2-2. Pitcher Jacob Phillip steps off the rubber a bit, takes his hat off. Hot day here. Absolutely 0 breeze as the flag is just staying there, not doing anything. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's Phillip with the pitch. And that is outside and low. And they count now full at 3-2. So So 3 balls and 2 strikes now to Sam Miller. A chance to load the bases here if Phillips can't find that strike zone. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Here's Phillip. He sets, now looks at the runner at second base, kicks and delivers. Runners take off, and there is ball 4. And that will load the bases for Mohawk Valley as Justin Hackett will come to the plate.
Justin Hackett.
So here comes Justin Hackett, the shortstop for Mohawk Valley, a .282 hitter. 1 home run thus far on the season for Hackett. 17 RBI. He's got 22 runs and 19 hits. And he can change all those numbers in the positive manner if he can put that ball in play. With 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. There's the first pitch to Hackett. And it's high for ball 1. So Jacob Phillip has no place to put Hackett here. And with that ball, Joshua Lopez, he's going to go out. He's going to have a heart-to-heart with Jacob Phillip. They're going to talk a little bit about baseball. They're going to talk about what they're going to have for dinner after the game. They're going to tell him make sure he calls mom after the game. So everything was discussed, and we're going to play baseball here as Lopez will return to the catcher spot and Jacob Phillip on the mound. So Justin Hackett will jump back into the box here with a 1-0 count and 2 outs. Here's Phillip now with the windup and the pitch. And that's a curveball that curves inside for a strike, hitting the inside corner. And the count now even at 1-1. So the message from Joshua Lopez worked on that pitch. Here is the next one, 1-1 count. And that's fouled off by Hackett in the count now 1-2. 1 ball and 2 strikes now to Justin Hackett. Bases loaded for the DiamondDawgs. They don't want to leave all these dogs on the base pads here in the bottom of the first. Good opportunity for Mohawk Valley early on here. See if they can take advantage with Justin Hackett at the plate. 1-2 count. Here's Phillip now. He sets, kicks, and delivers. And that is left high by Hackett. And the count is even at 2-2. So deuce is wild here. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs for Justin Hackett with bases loaded. 2-2 count from Phillips. He's looking in, taking a long look, picking up his sign from Joshua Lopez, the catcher. He's set, will kick and deliver. And there's called strike 3. And runners left stranded on every single base for the DiamondDawgs. And we head to the top of the second. No score here in Little Falls.
It's now time for the Knock It Off Disc Toss, sponsored.
Little Falls, New York combines the charms of a small town with the conveniences of a much larger city. Of course, you'd expect to find welcoming people, beautiful scenery, family-friendly activities, and plenty to do outdoors. But you might be surprised to find that Little Falls, New York also has an espresso bar, gem shop, art center, French restaurant, antique centers, local hospital, and extensive civic services and amenities. Not to mention homes both beautiful and affordable, nestled in a dramatic natural setting amongst steep hills that descend to the Mohawk River and Erie Canal. Little Falls, New York. It's a great place to spend a few days or a lifetime.
Visit My Little Falls and stay connected with the latest news, information, and events in the city and the area. Our mission is to generate interest in the community and connect residents in a more meaningful way by facilitating deeper conversations about how these stories will shape the future of the Mohawk Valley. Join thousands of weekly visitors who stay up to date with feature stories, interviews, videos, our event calendar, and print publication, the Mohawk Valley Express. It's about timely local news for the community, keeping citizens citizens informed about important issues, telling about the people who live and work here, and giving locally owned businesses the opportunity to reach a very targeted audience of locals and tourists alike. It's a whole new form of media-rich content developed specifically for today's mobile lifestyle and listeners. You can download our iOS app in the iTunes Store, listen to our country music streaming radio station, or sign up for a weekly newsletter. Stop by today at mylittlefalls.com. You'll be glad you did.
Right fielder number 35, University of Massachusetts, Boston's Mike Gorham.
And welcome back, fans, for the top of the second. Mike Gorham will lead things off here for Boonville. And the first pitch to Gorman is in the dirt for ball one. 1 ball, no strikes to Gorham. Gorham, a left-handed batter for the Lumberjackets. And that one is popped up and is going foul, and sliding attempt by the shortstop, I believe, and he makes the play. And he makes the grab, and that was the shortstop, Justin Hackett, I believe. Nice play there by Hackett for out number 1. So Alex Angulo now the batter. He's the third baseman for Boonville. And Angulo hitting .255 for the Lumberjacks. And first pitch to Angulo, calls strike, 0-1 count. Angulo jumps back in the box now. He's a right-handed batter. Here's the windup of the pitch. And in the dirt for ball 1, and the count now 1-1 to Angulo. Dom Jackson on deck. 2 up next for the Lumberjacks. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Here comes the 1-1 pitch now. And that is popped up. And first baseman coming for it, calling for it, makes the grab. And there is out number 2. So Sebastian Muller makes the play for the DiamondDawgs. As the pop out to the first baseman brings it to out number 2. And Dom Jackson now will be the batter for Boonville. He's a left-handed batter, is Jackson. Jackson will step in now with 2 outs, ready to face Trish. Trish has picked up 2 quick outs here in the top of the second, I'm sorry. And that's fouled off on the third base line, the count 0-1. So no balls, 1 strike to Dom Jackson. Jackson is the designated hitter tonight for the Lumberjacks. Again, the Lumberjacks 7-19 on the season. Struggling in their first season as the Lumberjacks. New ownership in Boonville has brought the Lumberjacks to the Perfect Game Collegiate Baseball League. So congratulations to all the fans out in Boonville watching baseball again. 0-2 count now to Jackson. And Trish now will set, wind, and deliver on the 0-2. And there's a swing and a miss. And a 1-2-3 inning for Colton Trish as Dom Jackson strikes out. And we will take a commercial break and be back after this, folks.
As your family starts to grow, so will your priorities. And sometimes finances can be difficult. You need local experts with resources that offer personalized products and services that guide you through life's changes. Whether you're starting out or need money-saving solutions, GPO is here for your family's needs.
Everyone deserves to be cared for and to live well.
At Excellus Blue Cross Blue Shield, that's why we're here.
From new plans that make great coverage more accessible and affordable,
to starting conversations about mental health
and long-standing inequities,
we're moving beyond what you'd expect from us
and broadening the very definition of health coverage. Because when we do that, everybody benefits.
The fine folks at ARC Herkimer give people with developmental, psychological, and physical challenges many opportunities, such as attending individualized classes, working in a supported vocational setting or the community, participating in programming at a senior center, and volunteering in the community, among many others. Since the very beginning and continuing today, ARC Herkimer continually strives to be the premier provider of innovative and quality services for people with developmental challenges and others in the community. Thank you, ARC Herkimer, for all you are doing to make our community better.
And welcome back, fans, for the start of the bottom of the second inning. No score here at Vets Memorial Park. And it'll be Mark Duraski leading things off here for the DiamondDawgs in the bottom half of the second. He'll be followed by Mason Snell and Jaden Ross. And here comes the pitch to Duraski. And down low for ball one. So 1 ball, no strikes to Mark Duraski. Duraski, a .250 hitter. He's got 7 RBI, no home runs on the year. 11 runs and 15 hits. 15, not 50, just to clarify. And there's a strike to Duraski to count now 1-1. So fans, thanks for tuning in and listening to DiamondDawgs baseball. And Boonville baseball too, I guess. I appreciate you tuning in. Here's the windup and the pitch. Swing and a miss by Duraski in the count now 1-2. Or 1-1. No, 1-2. Sorry. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Duraski. He's the right fielder for Mohawk Valley. Wind's starting to pick up a little here, so a little breeze coming through, blowing in. And Duraski fouls that one off on the count now 1-2. So 1 ball and 2 strikes to Duraski. Duraski, a right-handed batter for Mohawk Valley. And he will step back in the box, ready to face Phillip on the 1-2. Here's the 1-2 pitch. And he takes a little bit off that for ball 2, and the count now 2 balls and 2 strikes from Phillip. So Mason Snell on deck for Mohawk Valley. He'll be followed by Jaden Ross. But first, Mark Duraski with a 2-2 count. Here's Phillip now with the windup and the pitch. And Duraski hits that ball into left field, and that'll be good for a base hit to start things off here in the bottom of the second. So Mason Snell now the batter.
Hitter number 5 from Herkimer College, Mason Snell.
So Mason Snell now will come to the plate for Mohawk Valley. He is from Herkimer College, right down the road here. Snell is tonight's designated hitter. And he comes to the plate with nobody on and a runner on first. So here comes the pitch to Snell. And there's called strike 1. A 1 count to Mason Snell. Runner on first. Being held on by the first baseman for Boonville. That is Santi Jimenez. There's the pitch in the dirt for ball 2. Runner takes off. Here's the throw. And they say they got him. So out at second base is the runner. So Mark Duraski thrown out at second. So now with 1 out, Mason Snell with a 1-1 count. So 1 ball, 1 strike to Snell now. And the umpire is going to clean off home plate and see the boundaries of where the corners are on the strike zone. A 1-1 count now to the DH Mason Snell. Phillip looks in. He sets now. And he will kick and deliver. And there's a strike down the center of the plate. And they count 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Snell, 1 out. Nobody on. Bottom of the second. And here's Phillip. That ball's hit to the shortstop who tripped. And the ball is going to get past him. So Sam Fleming, the shortstop, tripped.
Now batting center fielder number 12 from the University of South Florida, Jaden Ross.
So Jaden Ross now will come to the plate. So Jaden Ross now the batter. Ross hitting .338. And Mason Snell is now at first base after the hit. Past the shortstop. Here's the pitch. And that one back towards the pitcher. Pitcher knocks it down. Throws over to first. Not in time. And so a hit by Jaden Ross will put runners on first and second with just one out.
Now batting the left fielder, number 23 from the University of New Haven, Owen Pinsence.
So they go back to the top of the lineup with Owen Pinsence with one out, runners on first and second for the Dogs. So Pinsence grounded out to second base in his first at bat against Phillip. And he's going to get his second chance here with runners on first and second. So Owen Pinsence coming into this game hitting .279. Here's the pitch by Phillip, and there's a called strike. And the count now 0-1. So no balls and one strike to Owen Pinsence with runners on first and second. Dogs looking to score here in the bottom half of the second. They had an opportunity in the bottom of the first with the bases loaded, and now an opportunity here with one out. That one misses, and they count 1-1. One ball and one strike to the leadoff hitter, Owen Pinsence. So Phillips sets, looks at the runner at second. He's taking a short lead. He's going to take another look. Now he's going to deliver the pitch. And there's a swing and a miss by Pinsence. And they count now 1-2. Pinsence not happy with himself, steps out of the box. And now recollects his thoughts and will come back to the plate. 1-2 the count from Phillips with one out. Dogs got runners on first and second. No scored. Bottom of the second here from Vets Memorial Park in Little Falls. You're listening to Perfect Game Collegiate League Baseball between the Mohawk Valley DiamondDawgs and the Boonville Lumberjacks. And there is a strikeout by Pinsence. He swings and misses. And Corey Adams is now due up.
Coming to plate, second baseman, number 37 from the College of William and Mary, Corey Adams.
So here's Corey Adams with 2 outs, runners on first and second for the Dogs. Adams a single in his first at bat here tonight. And would gladly take another single in at bat number 2. So Phillip looks in. And he sets. Kicks and delivers. And there is ball one. So 1 ball, no strikes. So Phillips looking in again, picking up his sign from Joshua Lopez. Runner at second, taking a few steps off the bag. More than a few steps. Here's the pitch. And that one drops down low for another ball. And they count now 2-0 to Corey Adams. Adams has stepped out of the box. And he steps back in as the pitcher Phillips is already on the rubber looking in. Runners on first and second, both taking generous leads, not being held on. And here comes the pitch from Phillips with the runner behind him dancing around. And he puts that one in the dirt, bounces in front of the catcher, Joshua Lopez. And they count now 3-0. Lopez delivers the ball to his pitcher. Gives him a little bit of words of encouragement. And 3-0 count. He's telling him to throw strikes. So Adams will step back in the box with a 3-0 count. He will be putting the pressure on Phillips here to throw a perfect pitch. And here's the pitch. And Adams taking the whole way for strike one. So 3 balls and 1 strike. So Phillips is set now. We'll do it all again now. This time with a 3-1 count. 3 balls and 1 strike to Corey Adams. And Phillips will set now. Kick and deliver on the 3-1 pitch. And he takes a little bit off that pitch right down the middle. And the count now full 3-2. So 3 balls and 2 strikes. So batter versus pitcher duel here with a full count. So 3 balls and 2 strikes to Corey Adams. He's got runners on first and second, 2 outs. Another opportunity here for the Dogs to score some runs. First inning left, bases loaded. Here's the pitch. And fouls that one off, does Adams. And the count remains 3-2. That one, oh, it looks like catcher interference.
Going to play the catcher, number 17 from Carson Newman, Mitchell Ballant.
So catcher interference will load the bases. And Mitchell Ballant now will come to the plate. So here is Mitchell Ballant, who popped out to center field in his first at bat. And for the second inning in a row, the DiamondDawgs have loaded the bases with 2 outs here. So Ballant will step into the box with an opportunity here to add to his numbers that he's already in leading in RBI. He's got 34 RBIs on the season, a .379 batting average, 2 home runs. And he would love to add some more to those numbers. First pitch is a ball, and the count 1-0 to Ballant. So 1-0 count to Mitchell Ballant. Phillips looking in. And now he settles in on a pitch, and he's going to wind and deliver on the 1-0 to Ballant. Here's the pitch. And Ballant fouls that one off on the third base side. And the Boonville player coming from the bullpen area tried to make the play. And we'll give him an error on that one because he did not. 1-1 the count. As Ballant takes that deep breath before he jumps back into the box to face the starting pitcher, Phillips. Jacob Phillip looking to get himself out of a jam here for the second time with bases loaded. Here's the windup and the pitch. And he hits that ball to the third baseman, who's going to step on the bag, and that will end the inning. So for the second time in a row, the Dogs have stranded bases loaded without scoring any runs. So we'll head back to the next inning, the top of the third, after the commercial break.
Empower Federal Credit Union is here to serve our community of friends and family, neighbors, and businesses who make upstate New York home. Empower's mission is to provide the best financial solutions for today and help our members plan for tomorrow. Convenient mobile banking and competitive rate home and auto loans, credit cards that give back, and business solutions. Empower helps members do more, save smarter, and dream bigger. We're investing in the people and places you care about. That's the power of Empower Federal Credit Union.
If you are looking for some shopping and dining, head on over to Canal Place, where you will find quaint shops, galleries, restaurants, and inns situated in the old mill buildings and storefronts along the waterfront of Canal Place. They've become known as the happening place for the arts in the Mohawk Valley. Not so long ago, many of these buildings were working mills serving the garment industry. Even today, after conversion to service retail space, many of these rugged but lovely structures speak to our great regional manufacturing heritage. If you're looking for fine arts, entertainment, or antiques, you simply must pay a visit to Canal Place. Hey fans, since it's summertime and if you are looking to cool off, make sure you stop in and see our friends at Garrity Pools and Spa in Herkimer for all your pool needs. They pride themselves in always making it a priority to take care of their customers. With the motto, "We do whatever it takes," Garrity Pools has established an around-the-clock relationship with all of their customers, making them the hardest working pool business in the Mohawk Valley.
And welcome back for the start of the top of the third. And leading off here for Boonville is the second baseman, Jake Hatch. And Hatch swings the first pitch and fouls it off. And the count is 0-1. So Jake Hatch, a right-handed batter here for Boonville. Top of the third, here's the pitch. And that one is down low, stopped by Ballant. And that brings us to a 1-1 count. 1 ball, 1 strike. So Jake Hatch will be followed by Sam Fleming, and then back to the top of the order with Matthew Layton. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Down low for ball 2. So 2 balls and 1 strike to Jake Hatch. Hatch stays in the box as he awaits the pitch from Trish. Trish is set and will wind and deliver. And there's a strike, and that evens the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes now to Hatch. Hatch again is the second baseman for Boonville. Will be followed by the shortstop Sam Fleming, and then the left fielder Matthew Layton. There's the windup in the pitch, and that's popped foul. And the count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes now to Hatch. So 2-2. Top of the third, no score. Here's the windup and pitch. And that one is popped up foul. The first baseman is heading over, and he will make the catch for Mohawk Valley for out number 1. That is Sebastian Muller. So Sam Fleming now the batter for Boonville. Fleming is a right-handed batter for the Lumberjacks. He sends a little prayer up to the heavens before he jumps back in the box. Or before he jumps in the box, I should say. And now Fleming hits the first pitch, fouled on the third base line. And the count 0-1. So he hit that one over the bullpen area towards the bus that is parked behind the bullpen of the Boonville squad. And the count is 0-1 now. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And it is high as Ballant jumped for it but couldn't grab it in the mitt. And the count now 1-1. So 1 ball and 1 strike to Sam Fleming. And there's a swing and a miss for strike 2. And the count now is 1-2 to Fleming. So 1 ball and 2 strikes to Fleming as Colton Trish shakes off 1 pitch, shakes off the second pitch, and he agrees to the third from Ballant. And here's the windup and the pitch. And that ball hits sharply past the third baseman for a single. He's going to head to second and safely reaches second. And a stand-up double there for Sam Fleming.
Fielder number 3 from Spartansburg Methodist College, Matthew Layton.
So we go back to the top here with Matthew Layton. Looks like Layton's going to be a left-handed hitter here. He grounded out to the shortstop in his first attempt. And he's going to have a runner on second base with 1 out here in the top of the third. Again, no score. Mohawk Valley DiamondDawgs against the Boonville Lumberjacks. This is perfect game collegiate baseball league action between the second place Mohawk Valley DiamondDawgs and the last place Boonville Lumberjacks. And that pitch was called a strike. I was waiting for the call from the umpire. I didn't see a hand signal. And the count is 0-1. So no balls and 1 strike to the lefty, Matthew Layton. Here's the pitch. And that's high for ball 1, and the count 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Matthew Layton, the left fielder for Boonville. And for Layton, hitting .230 as he entered this ball game here tonight. Runner on second. Here's the windup now and the pitch. Shows bunt, pulls it back. I think he called that a strike. Yeah, he did. 1 and 2 now the count. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to Layton. Eli Snelson on deck for Boonville. So 1 ball, 2 strikes with 1 out. Here's the windup and the pitch. And that one misses. For ball 2, so 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 and 2 with 1 out. So 2 balls and 2 strikes now to Layton. Here's the windup and the pitch. Down low for ball 3. And the count is full. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Matthew Layton. So a full count now to Layton with a runner on first and 1 out here in the top of the third. I'm sorry. Could not get that one out. Here's the windup in the pitch, 3-2. And there's ball 4. So Layton will take a walk as Eli Snelson will come to the plate. So Snelson has walked in his first at bat already.
Batting center fielder number 2 from Union University, Eli Snelson.
So Snelson comes to the plate with the runners on first and second. And 1 out, no score. And for Snelson, hitting .333 on the season. Colton Trish with 1 out here. He will wind and deliver to Snelson. There's the pitch. Snelson shows bunt, and they're going to throw to the second baseman, who's going to try to get the runner out at second, and did not work. Want to know the count now to Snelson. Snelson started to show bunt on that last at bat. Now the runners take off. Here's the throw to third, and got him at third. So thrown out at third for out number 2 was Sam Fleming. So Sam Fleming thrown out at third by Mitchell Ballant. At throw right on the money by Ballant. And now Trish with 2 outs and a runner on first. So 2 balls and no strikes to Eli Snelson at the plate. 2-0 count from Trish. Here comes the windup now and the pitch to Snelson. 2-0 pitch in the dirt for ball 3. So 3 balls and no strikes now to Snelson. Again, he's got a runner on first base, 2 outs, and no score here in the top of the third. Starting pitcher Colton Trish on the mound here for Mohawk Valley. And he will kick and deliver with the 3-0. And there is ball 4, so Snelson will walk. That's the second walk of the ball game for Snelson. And the third provided by Trish. And Coach Luby coming out to the mound, so we're going to take a commercial break and be back after this.
Hey fans, since it's summertime and if you're looking to cool off, make sure you stop in and see our friends at Garrity Pools and Spa in Herkimer for all your pool needs. They pride themselves in always making it a priority to take care of their customers. With the motto, we do whatever it takes, Garrity Pools has established an around-the-clock relationship with all of their customers, making them the hardest working pool business in the Mohawk Valley. Hey fans, tell the world you are here at Veterans Memorial Park watching your Mohawk Valley DiamondDawgs. Share your experiences, connect with other fans, and gain behind-the-scenes access to your favorite team. For more information, visit mvdiamonddogs.com or like us on Facebook or follow us on Instagram and Twitter.
And welcome back, fans. And no pitching changes. State conference on the mound there by Coach Luby. And here's Joshua Lopez at the plate. He fouls that one off. With 2 outs, the count now 0-1 to Joshua Lopez. No balls and 1 strike to Lopez. He steps into the box now with runners on first and second for Boonville. Here's Trish with the windup and the pitch, and that ball hits his center field. Center fielder is there. He makes the grab. That is Jaden Ross. And runners left stranded. No one scores. And the score remains 0-0 as we head to the bottom of the third.
Fans, if you are in high school and are looking for a college, or if you have an adult who is looking to go back to college, look no further. Right in your own backyard, we have Herkimer College. Students from across the state, nation, and world choose Herkimer College for a number of reasons. The most important is their exceptional academics. Herkimer College ranks among the top 100 community colleges in the U.S. for student success because we consistently achieve impressive graduation and transfer rates. Their students can choose from more than 40 associate's degree and certificate programs in which they'll gain hands-on experience and real-life skills in their major. Go Generals! The DiamondDawgs would like to give a shout out to Hummel's Office Plus. Hummel's Office Plus's goal is to provide home and office solutions by delivering services and supplies that meet their customer needs and lifestyles. They are committed to being leaders in customer satisfaction and building partnerships with their customers based on confidence, integrity, and trust. They achieve and maintain their strength through dedication to high principles and concern for the people in the communities in which they serve. Go see our friends at Hummel's Office Plus for all your home and office needs. If you're looking for financial professionals, contact Van Meter & Van Meter, LLC. They are a comprehensive financial services firm located in Little Falls. They have the training, the experience, and the resources to help you and your family enjoy the most prosperous, worry-free financial journey through life possible. Contact them today. Fans, if you're ever in need of home, auto, or life insurance, please make sure you reach out to our local State Farm agent, Scott Greats, in Ilion. Scott's mission is to exceed customer expectations by consistently delivering on his value proposition. Scott wants to help more people in more ways forever. Give Scott Greats at State Farm Insurance a call today and tell him the DiamondDawgs sent you.
University, Sebastian Muller. Thank you.
And welcome back, fans. Sebastian Muller will lead things off here in the bottom of the third for Mohawk Valley. Muller has singled in his first at bat. It'll be Sebastian Muller, Sam Miller, and Justin Hackett due up in this bottom of the third for Mohawk Valley. Here's the windup and pitch to Muller, and there is a strike to start things off. So 0 count to Sebastian Muller. 0-1 count. Phillip sets now. Will wind and deliver with the 1-0 pitch. And there's a swing and a miss. I'm sorry, that was 0-2. 0-1, so now it's 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes. The heat sometimes works on the brain cells here in the booth, for sure. No balls and 2 strikes. Here's the windup and pitch by Phillip. And that one's hit to third base, and it's going to get past the third baseman who dove for that, unable to come up with it. And there is another single for Sebastian Muller. So a lot of action on that third base side tonight. And Sam Miller, who walked in his first at bat, now comes to the plate for Mohawk Valley. So a runner on first base with nobody out. Sam Miller, the batter. Miller walked last time up. Here's the pitch. in the dirt. Stopped by the catcher. That is Joshua Lopez for the Lumberjacks. And the count is 1-0 now to Miller. 1 ball, no strikes. Runner on first, taking a short lead for Mohawk Valley. There's the windup, the pitch, and that's fouled off. So first 2 innings for Mohawk Valley, they've loaded the bases and have been unable to bring any of those runs across. So looking to probably do the same thing here, but this time with a different outcome. As Coach Luby down the third base line looking on. Intensely, I might add. He does everything intensely. And there is ball number 2. So 2 balls and 1 strike. So Sam Miller will jump back in the box now. Facing a 2-1 count from Phillip. Phillip on the rubber. Turns to his catcher to get his sign, and now he's ready to go. Here's the 2-1 now from Phillip to Miller. And Miller hits that one to right field. And right fielder Mike Gorham will make the catch for the first out of the inning. So Sam Miller pops it out to right field.
Excuse me, the shortstop, number 25 from Bryant University, Justin Hackett.
So Justin Hackett now the batter for Mohawk Valley, who struck out in at-bat number 1. And he will show up at home plate with a runner on first base and 1 out here in the bottom of the 3rd. So Justin Hackett the batter here for Mohawk Valley. Here's the pitch to Hackett. And that misses for ball 1. Hackett hitting .282 coming into this ball game for Mohawk Valley. He's got 1 home run on the year with 17 RBI. And back to first goes Phillip. The runner slides back quickly. That is Sebastian Muller at first base. Justin Hackett at the plate. 1-0 count. Here's the windup in the pitch. Right down the center of the plate for a strike, and the count is 1-1. So Hackett looking at the umpire, asking some questions on the placement of that pitch. 1-1 count. As Phillip will wind now and deliver with the 1-1 pitch to Hackett. And that is hit into right field into foul territory. And that'll bump the count to 1 ball and 2 strikes. So 1-2 after Hackett fouls that off down the first base line. Dogs have a runner on first. And 1 out. No score. We are in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Dogs have had 6 hits, 1 on the board for Boonville. Here's Phillip now with the kick and delivery. And that one misses. And the count is 2-2. Well, 2 balls and 2 strikes. So Hackett is set, awaiting the pitch now from Phillip. Phillip sets, kicks, winds, and delivers. And that was a big swing and a miss for strike 3 to Hackett for out number 2. So the 2nd strikeout of the evening for Justin Hackett. And that is the 3rd of the game for Phillip. So Mark Duraski now the batter. He singled in his last at bat. And he's got a runner on first base with 2 outs. Phillip is ready to go. He will kick and deliver here. And there's a called strike 1 to Duraski. So due up next, should Duraski reach, is Mason Snell. He's on deck. 0-1 the count with 2 outs and a runner on first. No score. Bottom of the 3rd here from Vets Memorial Park. Phillip shaking off a few pitches from catcher Joshua Lopez. And now he settles in on a pitch and will deliver. And delivers a strike down the middle. And the count now 0-2. So no balls and 2 strikes to Mark Duraski. The He steps out of the box momentarily, takes a few practice cuts before he steps back into the box, taps home plate, and he's waiting for the pitcher who's staring in, getting his signs from Joshua Lopez. Shook off another few pitches before he agrees to deliver, and he will do so here. And he does, and they're going to check, and they say, no, he did not go. And the count is 1-2. 1 ball and 2 strikes to the right fielder in Mark Duraski. Dogs have a runner on first. No score, bottom of the third. Here's a windup and pitch by Phillip. And calls strike 3. And that does it for the inning. No runs score. And we remain scoreless here after 3 complete in Little Falls.
Will your tires make it through this summer driving season safely? The Tire Shop, 155 Erie Boulevard, Canajoharie, will make sure that you and your family are safe. When was the last time you had that oil changed? The Tire Shop, 155 Erie Boulevard, Canajoharie. Open Monday through Saturday, 8 to 6. Scott and his staff wish all graduates only the best. Make wise choices. Shape your future. Call 518-673-5399.
Hale Transportation wants to provide their premier customer service for your next bus charter experience. From sporting events, weddings, day and weekend trips, from big cities to rural destinations, Hale Transportation has you covered. Their updated, luxurious, and well-maintained fleet of vehicles coupled with their professional drivers will get you safely to your destination. Hale Transportation vehicles can accommodate up to 56 passengers and are ready for you to hop aboard. For more information, visit HaleTransportationGroup.com.
Fans, if you're in the market for a new home or are looking to sell your home, make sure you contact our friend Becky Smith at Accent Brokerage. Becky is our neighborhood expert, and she is focused on providing you with the best results and service in the industry. Becky will listen carefully to understand your real estate goals, and she will work hard to create solutions that make sense for you. Whether you are new to the market or an experienced investor, Becky and the folks at Accent Brokerage have the expertise, proven track record, and resources to help you achieve your real estate goals. Stop.
And welcome back, fans. Sante Jimenez will lead things off here for Boonville in the top of the 4th. First pitch to Jimenez is a called strike. Count 0-1. So Jimenez, Mike Gorham, and Alex Angulo due up. It is the heart of the lineup here, the 5th, 6th, and 7th hitters. And there's a swing and a miss by Jimenez, and the count now 0-2. So no balls and 2 strikes from Santa Jimenez. And Colton Trish shakes one off before he agrees to the next one from Ballant. And that ball hit to center field as he drops in for a single. So Santa Jimenez singles, and Mike Gorham now the batter. Gorham has popped out to the shortstop in his first at bat. He's a left-handed batter, and he comes to the plate with nobody out, one on, with a runner on first here. We are in the top of the 4th. We're scoreless from Vets Memorial Park in Little Falls. First pitch to Gorham in the dirt for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes to Mike Gorham. And Trish is set now. And he will kick and deliver. And that one is fouled off. And that evens the count at 1 ball and 1 strike to Gorham. 1-1 count. And umpire waiting for the ball to come back in, and now we are set to go. A 1-1 count to Mike Gorham. Here's the 1-1 pitch now coming from Trish. And nope, not yet. They're going to go back to first. And not much of a throw needed there as the runner just stepped back. 1-1 is the count to Gorham. Here's the pitch. And called a strike 2. That one hit the outside corner, and the count now 1-2. So 1 ball and 2 strikes to Gorham. Alex Angulo on deck for Boonville. 1-2 pitch. Coming from Trish, here it is. And that ball is hit to second base, and second baseman's going to step on the bag, throw to first. And they get the 4-3 double play off the bat of Mike Gorham. So Alex Angulo now the bat on deck. Jackson Reach. Runner on first, 2 outs. Top of the pitch. And that ball is hit right to the first base. Muller picks it up, steps on the bag, and that'll do it for the fourth. Scoreless the bottom of the fourth here in Little Falls. Back after the
Fans, if you're in the market for a new home or are looking to sell your home, make sure you contact our friend Becky Smith at Accent Brokerage. Becky is our neighborhood expert, and she is focused on providing you the best results and service in the industry. Becky will listen carefully to understand your real estate goals, and she will work hard to create solutions that make sense for you. Whether you are new to the market or an experienced investor, Becky and the folks at Accent Brokerage have the expertise, proven track record, and resources to help you achieve your real estate goals. Stop in and visit with them today. The fine folks at ARC Herkimer give people with developmental, psychological, and physical challenges many opportunities, such as attending individualized classes, working in a supported vocational setting or the community, participating in programming at a senior center, and volunteering in the community, among many others. Since the very beginning and continuing today, ARC Herkimer continually strives to be the premier provider of innovative and quality services for people with developmental challenges and others in the community. Thank you, ARC Herkimer, for all you are doing to make our community better.
And welcome back, folks. Bottom of the fourth, starting up here in Little Falls. And starting things off for Mohawk Valley will be Mason Snell, followed by Jaden Ross, and then we go back to the top with Owen Pinsons. Mason Snell, who singled in at number 1 against Jacob Phillip. And here's the second shot. Here's the pitch. In the middle for strike 1. Jacob Phillip, 2 on the year, 4.30 ERA. He's played 5 games, seen 29.1 innings pitched. And there's the pitch. Down low, ball 1, so the 1-1 to Snell. Snell, momentarily. Now ready to go. Still looking in. He'll set down. Leg and deliver the pitch. And there's a curveball that sneaks its way in. And they count 1-2. A 1 ball and 2 strikes. Good crowd on hand here in Mohawk Valley on a lovely Saturday for baseball. There's the windup in the pitch. Down low for a ball. And they count now 2-2. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. Got some kids on the playground here. Actually, the tennis courts, I should say. And we have tennis courts and some basketball hoops to the right of us here. And sometimes some souvenirs head that way. You got to be careful. There's a swing on this by Snell. He strikes out for out number 1. So if you've never been here before, fans, well, first let me tell you, Jaden Ross is coming to the plate, but if you've never been here before, on the first base side are the tennis courts and basketball courts. If you hang out there, I guarantee you'll get a ball. It's a famous spot for foul balls. A lot of kids snagging some foul balls over there, and they have the opportunity to bring them back over to the concession stand, trade them in for a special treat. So with one out, here is Jaden Ross. And there's a strike to Ross to start things off against him, and the count is 0-1. So no balls and one strike to Ross. Ross, a right-handed batter. And Phillips shaking off a few before he agrees on this one and delivers the pitch, just missing, and the count is 1-1. So 1 ball and 1 strike to Jaden Ross. Owen Pinson's on deck for Mohawk Valley. 1 out, bottom 4. No score, here's the pitch. And there's a little chopper down the third base line, foul. And the count 1-2. 1 ball and 2 strikes as we wait Jaden Ross to get back into the box. He was down the line a bit. The foul ball. You may hear the clock music in the background. And 1-2 is the count to Ross. Runner made his way to first, and he is safe. So Ross at first base, and Owen Pinson's now at the plate. Just 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th. There's the pitch. And called strike. The count 0-1 to Pinson. So for Pinson, he struck out and ground. So runners on first and second now for Adams. 1 out. And here's the pitch from Jacob Phillip. And that ball hit over the head of the second baseman. And here comes the first run of the game, and he will slide in safely. Play at third, and he is safe at third. So runners on first and third are safe. And the first run of the ball game scores as Corey Adams singles. That is Joshua Lopez for ball 1. The Ballant 0 for 2 thus far, popped out to center field, grounded out. And with runners now on the corners, Dogs looking to do some more damage with the 1-0 lead. Just 1 out. Ballant steps in and is awaiting the pitch from Phillip. Phillip sets. And he will kick and deliver momentarily. Here it comes. That one took a while, but fouled off. And count 1-1. So both these pitchers tonight, Jacob.
Veterinary Associates is a full-service veterinary facility located in Herkimer. The professional and courteous staff at Herkimer Veterinary Associates provides the best possible medical, surgical, and dental care for all your animals. Stop in and see them. Tell them the DiamondDawgs sent you.
And welcome back to the top of the 5th. DiamondDawgs lead 2-0. And Jake Hatch will lead things off here for Boonville in the top of the 5th. They find themselves down 2-0. It'll be Jake Hatch, Sam Fleming, and Matthew Layton. And that one is hit right into the glove of the waiting Corey Adams for out number 1. So Corey Adams had to move just a little to his left to make that play. Sam Fleming, who doubled in his last at bat, now will come to the plate for Boonville.
Number 14 from Stillman College, Sam Fleming.
Fleming now will step into the box after pointing to the skies. Here's the pitch. And there's a little dribbler and foul ball. And the count 0-1 now to Fleming as he makes his way back as he took off. Always nice to see. As all these kids out here, umpires, doing it for the love of the game. And a great game, I might add. A lot of us big baseball aficionados in the booth, in the area. So Sam Fleming with an 0-1 count will step back into the box now to face Colton Trish. 0-1 the count. windup and the pitch by Trish. And that is high. And outside for ball number 1. 1-1, the Lumberjacks with Matthew Layton coming to the plate. Layton is a left-handed batter for the Lumberjacks. Layton has walked in his last at-bat, also grounded out to the shortstop. Layton is a left-handed batter, and he comes to the plate with 2 outs and nobody on. They find themselves down 2-0. The Boonville Lumberjacks in the top of the 5th here. Here's the windup and the pitch. High for ball 1. So 1-0 count to Layton. Should Layton reach, Eli Snelson is on deck. Layton awaiting the pitch now from Trish. Here it is. And that one scooped out of the dirt by Mitchell Ballant. Nice scoop. And the count now in the major leagues for Mohawk Valley. And one of those names you may know very well. And that is Mr. Means playing for the Baltimore Orioles. John Means. And here's the windup and the pitch. And that one down low. And count now 3-1. So 3 balls and 1 on there. And that one's popped up. Third baseman is heading over. That is Mr. Miller. He makes the catch for the out. And does it for the inning. No run score. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Dawgs lead 2-0. Down in the pen. Looking to see if his pitcher is ready yet. Looks like he's not ready quite yet. So Duraski now the batter who has singled and struck out this evening. Nobody out. Runners on first and second. Dawgs already lead 2-0. Bottom of the 5th. Dawgs are barking again here in the bottom of the 5th. Let's see what they can do. And here's the pitch to Duraski. Shows bunt, pulls it back, and there is ball 1. So 1 ball, no strikes to the right fielder. So Mark Duraski in the box, awaiting the pitch from Phillip. Phillip looking in, taking a long stare. Runners on first and second. Here's the windup now and pitch from Phillip. And that one misses. And everybody came in thinking that was going to be a bunt. He held off. And they count now 2-0. So 2 balls and no strikes to Mark Duraski. And welcome back, fans. I hear we are back with our video feed. Again, thank you to our engineer who worked hard to get it all taken care of for us. And that ball is popped up and caught by the catcher for out number 1. Yeah, we have a massive engineering department here for the DiamondDawgs, and they come out in full gear when we have issues.
Coming to play the designated hitter number 5 from Herkimer College, Mason Snell.
So Mason Snell comes up. Funny because that department includes the same guy who does the photos, the video, takes out the trash. A lot of hats worn here by the same people. But we're glad you're back. We're glad you guys can watch this game as the DiamondDawgs looking to try to score some more runs here. They lead 2-0 with 1 out. Runners on first and second. Runners take off. Here's a throw to third. And safe at third. So a good time for that video feed to come back as you were able to see that play. And runners now at second and third for Mohawk Valley. So Mason Snell at the plate with a 0-1 count. Now he's got runners on second and third. 2-0 lead for the Dogs. Bottom of the 5th. Phillip sets now, will wind and deliver to Mason Snell. Here's the pitch. In the dirt, stopped by the catcher, unable to get very far.
License plate KZF 8391. KZF 8391. You have to move your car immediately.
So Mason Snell, now the batter. Still the batter. And they count 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Runners on second and third. Here comes the windup now and the pitch. And right down the center of the plate for a called strike to Snell. And the count now 1-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to Snell. Jaden Ross is on deck for Mohawk Valley. 1-2. And Phillip looks in. And he sets now, will kick and deliver on the 1-2 pitch. Here it comes. And call strike 3 as Mason Snell strikes out looking for out number 2. And so Jaden Ross now the batter for Mohawk Valley. So Ross, the 9-hitter, in the lineup here for Mohawk Valley. He has singled and struck out but reached after a pass ball on the 3rd strike. So Ross looking to do something here with runners on 2nd and 3rd. A 2-0 lead for Mohawk Valley. Here comes the pitch to Ross. And that one misses for ball 1 outside. And the count 1-0. 1-0 count to Ross. And Phillip will shake off a few pitches before he agrees to deliver this one to Ross. It's a 1-0 pitch. Here it comes. And Ross takes a hack at it, pops it up. First baseman calls for it, makes the catch, and that'll do it. Runners left stranded on 2nd and 3rd. No run score. Dogs lead 2-0 as we head to the top of the 6th.
Game time 6:30.
Hale Transportation wants to provide their premier customer service for your next bus charter experience. From sporting events, weddings, day and weekend trips, from big cities to rural destinations, Hale Transportation has you covered. Their updated, luxurious, and well-maintained fleet of vehicles coupled with their professional drivers will get you safely to your destination. Hale Transportation vehicles can accommodate up to 56 passengers and are ready for you to hop aboard. For more information, visit HaleTransportationGroup.com.
Fans, if you're looking for that perfect vet for your animal, the DiamondDawgs suggest checking out the Herkimer Veterinary Associates. We send all of our dogs there, and they are treated with kindness, compassion, and tremendous care. Herkimer Veterinary Associates is a full-service veterinary facility located in Herkimer. The professional and courteous staff at Herkimer Veterinary Associates provides the best possible medical, surgical, and dental care for all your animals. Stop in and see them. Tell them the DiamondDawgs sent you. Buell Fuels is your hometown energy company. They have a commitment to quality, service, and value that is second to none. When you call their offices, you get a customer service representative on the other end of the phone, not an answering machine. They are companies pursuing continual growth with many customers, ranging from the residential homeowner to New York State DOT and all of those in between. Let them show you their commitment to serve our communities. Stop in and tell them the DiamondDawgs sent you. Fans, have you ever dug for diamonds? Well, if you haven't, then you're in luck. Just 15 miles from here, we have the Herkimer Diamond Mines KOA. Their diamonds are beautiful, fun to find, and the whole family can dig for them. The diamonds, which are actually quartz crystals, were faceted by nature 500 million years ago. At Herkimer Diamond Mines KOA, guests experience upstate New York's largest jewelry store, museum, a fossil and gemstone sluicing area, and can even stay in themed.
And welcome back, fans, for the top of the 6th inning. New pitcher on the mound for Mohawk Valley. That is Chris Palmer. So Chris Palmer now pitching for Mohawk Valley. Here's the pitch. And that one is hit to right field. And that's a base hit to start things off here in the ball game in the top of the 6th for Boonville. So that was Eli Snelson with the single And Joshua Lopez now coming to the plate.
From Thomas Jefferson University, Joshua Lopez.
So Joshua Lopez, who grounded out and popped out, now will step into the batter's box for Boonville. Runner on first, nobody out. Top of the 6th. Chris Palmer now will wind and deliver. And that one misses for ball 1 from Palmer. 1-0 the count to Joshua Lopez. One ball, no strikes. There's the windup now on the pitch from Chris Palmer. And a little chopper foul. And the count now 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike to Joshua Lopez. Santi Jimenez on deck for Boonville, the Lumberjacks. 1-1 count. Palmer sets now, looks in, and he is ready to go. And will deliver on the 1-1 pitch to Joshua Lopez. Taking his time, here's the pitch. Down low for ball 2, and the count now 2-1 to Lopez. So 2 balls and a strike to Joshua Lopez, who has grounded out and popped out in this ball game, has Lopez. Lopez hitting .313 on the season. He's got 1 home run at that. So 2-1 the count. And back to first goes Palmer. Runner slides back quickly. Two and one now the count. And he will go back again to first base with Palmer. And again, the runner getting back safely as the count remains 2-1 to Lopez. 2 balls and 1 strike to Joshua Lopez. Chris Palmer, the pitcher on the mound for Mohawk Valley now. Here's the pitch. And call strike inside corner. And the count now 2-2. So 2 balls and 2 strikes, top of the 6th here. Dawgs lead 2-0. As Chris Palmer has come into the ball game to take over for Colton Trish, the starting pitcher for Mohawk Valley. And that one outside. Here's the throw to second base as the runner easily steals that base. And now a runner on second base with nobody out. And the count is 3-2. So 3 balls and 2 strikes to Joshua Lopez. 3-2 count. Runner on second, taking a short lead for Boonville. They're down 2-0. Top of the 6th. Here's the pitch by Palmer. And that one misses for ball 4. And he will take his base, Will Lopez. So Santi Jimenez now will come to the plate.
George Community College, Santi Jimenez.
So Santi Jimenez, who has struck out and singled tonight, will step into the box for Boonville with runners on first and second and nobody out. Top of the 6th, they're down 2-0. Here's the windup and the pitch, shows bunt, and bunts it fouled on the first base line. And the count 0-1 to Jimenez. So no ball, 1 strike to Santi Jimenez. 0-1 now. As Jimenez steps out of the box now. And he will jump back in. And here comes the windup now and the pitch to Jimenez. Shows bunt, pulled back, hits it up the middle past the pitcher, and that's going to get through.
Fans, since it's summertime, and if you're...
And that's going to score a run. A run scores, and now it is 2-1 after the single from Santa Jimenez. So Mike Gorham now the batter. So here's Gorham. So Gorham with runners on first and second now. And still nobody out. Have cut into this lead now. 2-1 the score. Boonville looking for more. And that ball hit into the glove of the second baseman. They're going to go to third now as the runner's taking off the third. They're going to get him. And they pick up 2 quick outs. As the ball hit to Corey Adams, he grabbed it, threw it to second base, and then they got the runner going to third.
Now batting third
for
base,
2 outs.
18, from Gettysburg College, Alex Angulo.
So Alex Angulo now the batter. He has popped out and walked. And he will step into the box with 2 outs now and a runner on first base. Here's the pitch. And that misses for ball 1 to Angulo. The count 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes. Palmer now with the 1-0 pitch. And that ball is hit to the shortstop, who was going to scoop it, throw over to second for the force, and that'll do it for the inning. 1 run scores, so Boonville cuts into the lead. As Mohawk Valley leads 2-1. We go to the bottom of the 6th.
Hey fans, since it's summertime and if you're looking to cool off, make sure you stop in and see our friends at Garrity Pools and Spa in Herkimer for all your pool needs. They pride themselves in always making it a priority to take care of their customers. With the motto, "We do whatever it takes," Garrity Pools has established an around-the-clock relationship with all of their customers, making them the hardest working pool business in the Mohawk Valley. The fine folks at ARC Herkimer give people with developmental, psychological, and physical challenges many opportunities, such as attending individualized classes, working in a supported vocational setting or the community, participating in programming at a senior center, and volunteering in the community, among many others. Since the very beginning and continuing today, ARC Herkimer continually strives to be the premier provider of innovative and quality services for people with developmental challenges and others in the community. Thank you, ARC Herkimer, for all you are doing to make our community better. Fans, if you're looking for that perfect vet for your animal, the DiamondDawgs suggests checking out the Herkimer Veterinary Associates. We send all of our dogs there, and they are treated with kindness, compassion, and tremendous care. Herkimer Veterinary Associates is a full-service veterinary facility located in Herkimer. The professional and courteous staff at Herkimer Veterinary Associates provides the best possible medical, surgical, and dental care for all your animals. Stop in and see them. Tell them the DiamondDawgs sent you.
Hale Transportation wants to provide their premier customer service for your next bus charter experience. From sporting events, weddings, day and weekend trips, from big cities to rural destinations, Hale Transportation has you covered. Their updated, luxurious, and well-maintained fleet of vehicles coupled with their professional drivers will get you safely to your destination. Hale Transportation vehicles can accommodate up to 56 passengers and are ready for you to hop aboard. For more information, visit HaleTransportationGroup.com.
Fans, if you're in the market for a new home or are looking to sell your home, make sure you contact our friend Becky Smith at Accent Brokerage. Becky is our neighborhood expert, and she is focused on providing you with the best results and service in the industry. Becky will listen carefully to understand your real estate goals, and she will work hard to create solutions that make sense for you. Whether you are new to the market or an experienced investor, Becky and the folks at Accent Brokerage have the expertise, proven track record, and resources to help you achieve your real estate goals. Stop in and visit with them today.
And welcome back, fans, for the bottom of the 6th. New pitcher on the mound for the Boonville Lumberjacks. That is Mason Collins. So Mason Collins now pitching for Boonville. And we are ready to start the bottom of the 6th with the Dogs leading 2-1. At the plate for Mohawk Valley is Owen Pinsons. He has grounded out, struck out, and singled here tonight. So here's Collins now with the windup and the pitch, and that ball is hit into center field, and it will be caught by the center fielder Eli Snelson for out number 1. So Corey Adams now coming to the plate for Mohawk Valley.
37 from the College of William and Mary, Corey Adams.
So Corey Adams, now the batter for Mohawk Valley. And there's a strike to Corey Adams, and the count is 0-1. So no 0-1 count. Here's the windup and the pitch, and that misses for a ball, and the count even at 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike to Corey Adams. Corey Adams has singled in his first at bat and reached on catcher's interference, and also singled again with an RBI. So a good game thus far for Adams. And now there's a little dribbler down to the third baseline, picked up by Alex Angulo, and a wild throw, and an E5 on the play, and Adams again reaching base safely.
Now batting the catcher, number 17, from Carson Newman, Mitchell Ballant.
So Mitchell Ballant now the batter, and for Ballant last at bat he had a sac fly RBI. Also grounded out and popped out here today. He's got a runner on first base with 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th. Dawgs leading 2-1, looking to add more runs to that lead as we get to the latter part of the game here. So Mason Collins is the new pitcher for Boonville, came in to start the inning. Mitchell Ballant at the plate, a right-hander. Ballant is ready. Collins looks over his shoulder at the runner at first, and he will wind and deliver high and inside for a ball. So 1 ball, no strikes to Ballant. Sebastian Muller on deck for Mohawk Valley. Runner at first being held on by the first baseman. That is Santi Jimenez. And that one missing down low. And the count now 2-0. So 2 balls and no strikes to Mitchell Ballant. As Ballant waiting before he gets back into the box. Pitcher Collins is set and ready to go. Now Ballant is set. He's in the box. And we are going to play baseball again. Here's the windup and the pitch now by Collins. And he leaves that one high. Does Ballant, in the count now 3-0. So 3 balls and no strikes to Mitchell Ballant. As Mason Collins is ready to go. He looks over the shoulder, and he's going to deliver the pitch. And there is a strike, the first one now to Ballant, and the count 3-1. So 3 balls and 1 strike to Mitchell Ballant with a runner on first. 1 out. Dawgs lead 2-1 here in the bottom of the 6th. Here's the pitch. And that one is hit to the second baseman. And they throw over to first to get the runner there. And a quick double play ends the inning as Ballant hits it to the second baseman, who scoops it out of his glove, throws over to first, and they get both runners to end the inning. So we head to the top of the 7th. Dawgs lead 2-1.
The fine folks at ARC Herkimer give people with developmental, psychological, and physical challenges many opportunities, such as attending individualized classes, working in a supported vocational setting or the community, participating in programming at a senior center, and volunteering in the community, among many others. Since the very beginning and continuing today, ARC Herkimer continually strives to be the premier provider of innovative and quality services for people with developmental challenges and others in the community. Thank you, ARC Herkimer, for all you are doing to make our community better. Buell Fuels is your hometown energy company. They have a commitment to quality, service, and value that is second to none. When you call their offices, you get a customer service representative on the other end of the phone, not an answering machine. They are companies pursuing continual growth with many customers, ranging from the residential homeowner to New York State DOT and all of those in between. Let them show you their commitment to serve our communities. Stop in and tell them the DiamondDawgs sent you. Fans, if you're in the market for a new home or are looking to sell your home, make sure you contact our friend Becky Smith at Accent Brokerage. Becky is our neighborhood expert, and she is focused on providing you with the best results and service in the industry. Becky will listen carefully to understand your real estate goals, and she will work hard to create solutions that make sense for you. Whether you are new to the market or an experienced investor, Becky and the folks at Accent Brokerage have the expertise, proven track record, and resources to help you achieve your real estate goals. Stop in and visit with them today. Fans, have you ever dug for diamonds? Well, if you haven't, then you're in luck. Just 15 miles from here, we have the Herkimer Diamond Mines KOA. Their diamonds are beautiful, fun to find, and the whole family can dig for them. The diamonds, which are actually quartz crystals, were faceted by nature 500 million years ago. At Herkimer Diamond Mines KOA, guests experience upstate New York's largest jewelry store, museum, a fossil and gemstone sluicing area, and can even stay in themed cottages and lodges. Take a trip over to the Herkimer Diamond Mines KOA and tell them your DiamondDawgs sent you.
And fans, welcome back to the start of the top of the 7th. And Boonville will send Dom Jackson to the plate to face Chris Palmer. Actually, Bo Buckley. Bo Buckley now in the ball game. Missed that one as he snuck past us. So Bo Buckley now the pitcher for Mohawk Valley. And the first pitch by Buckley is a strike to Dom Jackson. And that one is popped foul by Jackson. Oh, 2 count now to Jackson. Jackson is grounded out and struck out here tonight. Here's the pitch. And again, fouled off, and the count will remain 0-2 to Jackson. No balls and 2 strikes. Bo Buckley looking in. Here's the pitch. In the dirt, stopped by the catcher, and the count now 1-2. One ball and 2 strikes to Dom Jackson. Buckley looking in, shaking off a few pitchers before he agrees on the pitch. And he's going to wind and deliver on the 1-2. And they're going to see if he went, and they're going to say he did not. And the count is 2-2. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two and two now to Jackson. After Jackson will be Jake Hatch coming to the plate for Boonville. Here's the pitch. And there's a swing and a miss, and he will strike out. Does Dom Jackson the second time this evening. And that'll bring up Jake Hatch with 1 out.
Number 30 from Emerson College, Jake Hatch.
So Jake Hatch, who has popped out and grounded out. Now the batter. Bo Buckley, the pitcher. 1 out. Nobody on here in the top of the 7th. Dogs lead 2-1. Here's the windup and pitch by Buckley. Swing and a miss for strike 1. So Jake Hatch 0 for 2 tonight. Putting the ball in the air once and on the ground the other time, both outs. Here's the pitch. And there's a called strike 2, and the count now is 0-2 to Hatch. So fouling Hatch, Sam Fleming, the 9-hitter coming up for Boonville. But first, Buckley will deliver, puts it in the dirt, and they're going to check again to see if he went, and he did not. And the count now 1-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Bo Buckley looking in. He's happy with what he got. He's going to deliver the pitch. 1-2, here it comes. And that's popped up into left field. Left fielder calls everybody off to make the grab for out number 2. That is Owen Pinson's out there in left for Mohawk Valley. And 2 outs as Sam Fleming makes his way to the plate.
Now coming to play the shortstop, number 14 from Stillman College, Sam Fleming.
So Sam Fleming, who has doubled and popped out here this evening, will face Bo Buckley for the first time here in this ballgame. Nobody on, 2 outs. 2-1 lead for the DiamondDawgs here in the top of the 7th. Buckley delivers. And they're going to check it again. There we go. And they're going to say he went. It's an 0-1 count. Now they've gone down to the first place umpire a couple of times tonight to check to see if the batter has gone around. That's the first time that they said he did. So 0-1 count to Fleming. No balls and 1 strike. Here's the windup and the pitch. And that one misses to Fleming on the count, 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs here in the top of the 7th. Dawgs hanging on to a slim 2-1 lead. Here's Buckley now with the pitch. And called strike 2. And the count now 1-2 now to Sam Fleming. After Fleming back to the top of the lineup we go. First, Buckley versus Fleming here in the top of the 7th. Here's the pitch. And that one misses for ball 2. And the count now 2-2 to Fleming. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the 2-2 now. He will wind and deliver Will Buckley. And that ball popped up to center field. And the center fielder, Jaden Ross, makes the grab to end the inning. And we head to the bottom of the 7th. The score remains 2-1 Dawgs.
Fans, have you ever dug for diamonds? Well, if you haven't, then you're in luck. Just 15 miles from here, we have the Herkimer Diamond Mines KOA. Their diamonds are beautiful, fun to find, and the whole family can dig for them. The diamonds, which are actually quartz crystals, were faceted by nature 500 million years ago. At Herkimer Diamond Mines KOA, guests experience upstate New York's largest jewelry store, museum, a fossil and gemstone sluicing area, and can even stay in themed cottages and lodges. Take a trip over to the Herkimer Diamond Mines KOA and tell them your DiamondDawgs sent you. Fans, if you're looking for that perfect vet for your animal, the DiamondDawgs suggest checking out the Herkimer Veterinary Associates. We send all of our dogs there, and they are treated with kindness, compassion, and tremendous care. Herkimer Veterinary Associates is a full-service veterinary facility located in Herkimer. The professional and courteous staff at Herkimer Veterinary Associates provides the best possible medical, surgical, and dental care for all your animals. Stop in and see them. Tell them the DiamondDawgs sent you. The fine folks at ARC Herkimer give people with developmental, psychological, and physical challenges many opportunities, such as attending individualized classes, working in a supported vocational setting or the community, participating in programming at a senior center, and volunteering in the community, among many others. Since the very beginning and continuing today, ARC Herkimer continually strives to be the premier provider of innovative and quality services for people with developmental challenges and others in the community. Thank you, ARC Herkimer, for all you are doing to make our community better.
Fans, welcome back for the bottom of the 7th. And leading things off for Mohawk Valley is Sebastian Muller. He takes the first pitch thrown to him as a ball, and the count 1-0. Here's the 1-0 pitch now to Muller, and that one misses for ball 2, and the count now 2-0. Mason Collins is the pitcher on the mound for the Lumberjacks from Boonville. 2-0 count to Muller. Here's the windup now on the pitch. And that one is fouled off down the first base line, and it is out of play. And that brings the count to 2-1 now to Muller. Muller, a right-handed batter for Mohawk Valley. Few singles on the night here for Muller. Muller in the batter's box, ready to go. Collins winds and delivers. And there's a big swing and a miss by Muller, and that evens things up at 2-2. That pitch was outside and low, and Muller went for it. And that will even things up at 2-2. Here comes the 2-2 pitch now from Collins. And that is popped up into right field. And Mike Gorham makes the catch for out number 1 here in the bottom of the 7th.
Number 15 from Columbia University, Sam Miller.
So Sam Miller now the batter for Mohawk Valley. Miller singled in his last at bat, also picked up a walk tonight and has popped out to right field. And he will step into the batter's box here in the bottom of the 7th inning with a 2-1 lead. Nobody on and 1 out facing Mason Collins. Here's Collins with the windup and the pitch. And it's outside for ball 1. A 1-0 count to Sam Miller. Miller, a right-handed batter from Columbia University. The Columbia Lions, I believe. And that one is high and inside. And they count 2-0. There's the 2-0 pitch now to Miller. And he fouls that one off. And they count now 2-1 to Miller. So 2 balls, 1 strike. Justin Hackett is on deck for Mohawk Valley after Miller. 1 out, nobody on. It is Sam Miller at the plate against Mason Collins on the mound. There's the pitch. And there's a swing and a miss by Miller. And the count now 2-2. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. Sam Miller at the plate. Coming into this ball game, Miller hitting .245. Here comes the windup and pitch by Collins. And that's fouled off by Miller. And the count remains 2-2. So for Miller, .245 hitter, 19 runs, 24 hits on the season. He's got 1 home run and 21 RBI. And those 21 RBI good for second on the team behind Mitchell Ballant, who's leading the league with 34. Here's the windup and pitch to Miller now. And there's a swing and a miss, and he will strike out for out number 2 with Miller. And Justin Hackett will come to the plate.
Play shortstop number 25 from Bryant University, Justin Hackett.
So Justin Hackett, who has singled in his last at bat, and he's also struck out in both attempts prior. He's got 2 outs on the scoreboard, a 2-1 lead. Nobody on here in the bottom of the 7th. Looking to extend the 7th inning here is Hackett. Here's the pitch. And Collins takes a little bit off that one for ball 1. So 1 ball and no strikes to Hackett. Hackett, another righty for Mohawk Valley in the lineup. Here's the windup and pitch by Collins. And a called strike. Justin Hackett with a 1-1 count. Here's Collins with the pitch. And that one misses. And the count 2-1. So 2 balls and 1 strike from Mason Collins to Justin Hackett. Dawgs looking for win number 18 on the season, sitting in 2nd place behind the Amsterdam Mohawks in the Eastern Division. And there's a big swing and a miss. And the count now 2-2. For Boonville, 7-19. They are on the opposite side of the standings, last place in the Eastern Division. 2-2 pitch coming from Collins. There's the windup and the pitch. And called strike 3. And Justin Hackett left at the altar. So that'll do it for the inning. No run score, 2-1. Mohawk Valley leads as we head to the top of the 8th.
Hey fans, since it's summertime and if you're looking to cool off, make sure you stop in and see our friends at Garrity Pools and Spa in Herkimer for all your pool needs. They pride themselves in always making it a priority to take care of their customers. With the motto, we do whatever it takes, Garrity Pools has established an around-the-clock relationship with all of their customers, making them the hardest-working pool business in the Mohawk Valley. Fans, have you ever dug for diamonds? Well, if you haven't, then you're in luck. Just 15 miles from here, we have the Herkimer Diamond Mines KOA. Their diamonds are beautiful, fun to find, and the whole family can dig for them. The diamonds, which are actually quartz crystals, were faceted by nature 500 million years ago. At Herkimer Diamond Mines KOA, guests experience upstate New York's largest jewelry store, museum, a fossil and gemstone sluicing area, and can even stay in themed cottages and lodges. Take a trip over to the Herkimer Diamond Mines KOA and tell them your Diamond Dogs sent you. Fans, if you're looking for that perfect vet for your animal, the Diamond Dogs suggest checking out the Herkimer Veterinary Associates. We send all of our dogs there, and they are treated with kindness, compassion, and tremendous care. Herkimer Veterinary Associates is a full-service veterinary facility located in Herkimer. The professional and courteous staff at Herkimer Veterinary Associates provides the best possible medical, surgical, and dental care for all your animals. Stop in and see them. Tell them the Diamond Dog sent you.
And welcome back, fans. Matthew Layton will lead things off here in the top of the 8th inning for Boonville. And here's the pitch in the dirt by Bo Buckley in the count 1-0. Sorry. 1 ball, no strikes to Layton. Layton has grounded out, walked, and popped out here tonight. He's a left-handed batter for the Boonville Lumberjacks. And here comes Bo Buckley with pitch number 2 to him. Ball hit hard to the second baseman. And that is out number 1. That's Corey Adams to Sebastian Muller. So Eli Snelson, who has walked twice and singled once, will get his chance at Bo Buckley here in the top of the 8th. So Snelson in the box, a right-handed batter. Buckley looking in. And he will wind and deliver. And that is fouled off by Snelson in the count 0-1. So no balls and 1 strike, 1 out. 2-1 lead for Mohawk Valley. We are in the top of the 8th inning from beautiful Veterans Memorial Park in Little Falls, New York. And I always say it, fans, if you're out there, you have never come to a game in Little Falls, book your ticket, get out here. This is one of those bucket list fields. If you're a baseball fan, you got to check out. 0-2 count, surrounded by trees and woods and beautiful scenery. Great place to catch a game. No balls and 2 strikes with 1 out. Here's the windup and the pitch. And that's fouled off. And the count remains 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes to Snelson. And Joshua Lopez, the catcher, on deck after Snelson. Bo Buckley, the pitcher on the mound for Mohawk Valley. He will wind and deliver on the 0-2 now to Snelson. And Snelson will foul that one off as well. And we will stay put at 0-2 and do it all over again with Buckley and Snelson going toe-to-toe. A new set of baseballs coming into the game. 0-2 count. 1 out. Top of the 8th. Dogs lead 2-1. Here's the windup now and pitch from Bo Buckley from the DiamondDawgs. Here's the pitch. And again, followed off by Snelson. So Snelson getting his money's worth here against Bo Buckley. Buckley looking for one more strike here against Snelson. 0-2. Here is Buckley with the 0-2 pitch now. And that one is hit into right field. And it's going to drop in front of the right fielder, Mark Duransky, for a base hit for Eli Snelson.
Going to play the catcher, number 24, from Thomas Jefferson University, Joshua Lopez.
So Joshua Lopez will now be the batter for the Boonville Lumberjacks. So Lopez has walked in his last at bat. He also popped out and grounded out to the shortstop this evening. So obviously first time seeing Bo Buckley here tonight. So Lopez will jump into the box. Buckley looking in. He looks over his shoulder at first base. And now he'll wind and deliver the pitch. There's a called strike 1 to start things off to Lopez. Boonville down 1. 2-1 is the score. We are in the top of the 8th inning. And they're going to go back to first, and runner will slide back quickly is Snelson. Owen 1 the count to Joshua Lopez here. Buckley again looking in. And he will wind and deliver the pitch. And that ball is hit to the second baseman who grabs it, throws over to first for out number 2. So that was Corey Adams. And the ground out by Joshua Lopez makes it out number 2, moves the runner to second base. So Sante Jimenez now will come to the plate. Jimenez has struck out and singled twice tonight. So 2 singles and a strikeout for Sante Jimenez. And the tying run for Boonville is at second base right now. 2 outs on the board. And Bo Buckley with the right arm dangling, looks in to get his sign from the catcher, Mitchell Ballant. So with his sign intact, he's ready to go. He looks at the runner at second, delivers the pitch. And big swing and a miss by Jimenez for strike 1. So no balls, 1 strike to Jimenez. Runner on second, taking a few steps off the base. Here's the pitch. And there's another big swing and a miss by Jimenez. So quickly down in the count, 0-2. So Bo Buckley looking to finish him off here with 2 outs and a runner on second. 0-2 count. Buckley looks in. Sets, looks at the runner at second. Takes another glance and now delivers the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3. And Jimenez strikes out, leaves a runner stranded at second. And we head to the bottom of the 8th. Dogs lead 2-1.
Fans, if you're in the market for a new home or are looking to sell your home, make sure you contact our friend Becky Smith at Accent Brokerage. Becky is our neighborhood expert, and she is focused on providing you with the best results and service in the industry. Becky will listen carefully to understand your real estate goals, and she will work hard to create solutions that make sense for you. Whether you are new to the market or an experienced investor, Becky and the folks at Accent Brokerage have the expertise, proven track record, and resources to help you achieve your real estate goals. Stop in and visit with them today. Buell Fuels is your hometown energy company. They have a commitment to quality, service, and value that is second to none. When you call their offices, you get a customer service representative on the other end of the phone, not an answering machine. They are companies pursuing continual growth with many customers, ranging from the residential homeowner to New York State DOT and all of those in between. Let them show you their commitment to serve our communities. Stop in and tell them the DiamondDawgs sent you. Fans, have you ever dug for diamonds? Well, if you haven't, then you're in luck. Just 15 miles from here, we have the Herkimer Diamond Mines KOA. Their diamonds are beautiful, fun to find, and the whole family can dig for them. The diamonds, which are actually quartz crystals, were faceted by nature 500 million years ago. At Herkimer Diamond Mines KOA, guests experience upstate New York's largest jewelry store, museum, a fossil and gemstone sluicing area, and can even stay in themed cottages and lodges. Take a trip over to the Herkimer Diamond Mines KOA and tell them your DiamondDawgs sent you.
And welcome back, fans. Bottom of the 8th. And Mark Duraski, the batter. And first pitch, swing and a miss by Duraski. The count 0-1. The Dogs lead 2-1 here in the bottom of the 8th, looking for some insurance runs here as we are in the late stages of the ball game here. There's the windup and the pitch. Outside and low for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And that is high and inside for ball 2. So 2 balls and 1 strike to Duraski. Here's the windup and the 2-1. And there's a swinging a foul. Tip the count now 2-2 now to Duraski. It'll be Mark Duraski, Mason Snell, and Jaden Ross due up in this inning for Mohawk Valley. Unless, of course, a pinch hitter comes out. 2-2 the count. Here's the pitch. And the count remains 2-2 now to Duraski after the foul ball. So back into the box comes Duraski with a 2-2 count. Again, Duraski, Snell, and Ross all due up here in the inning. Duraski's getting the first chance here. Here's the windup and the pitch. And that's fouled off, and the count's going to remain 2-2. So 2 balls and 2 strikes to Mark Duraski. Bottom of the 8th, Dawgs lead 2-1. Duraski back in the box. And here's the windup and the pitch. Down low for ball 3, so a full count now to the right fielder Duraski. 3 balls and 2 strikes now to the Mohawk Valley DiamondDawg right fielder. There's the windup and the pitch. And that ball is hit to third base. Third base makes the long throw, and they got him. So the long throw picks him up. And Mason Snell now will come to the plate.
Now batting designator number 5 from Rickenburg College, Mason Snell.
So Mason Snell now the batter. There's the pitch to Snell, swing and a miss. So for Snell, he has struck out twice tonight and singled. And the count now 0-1. So no balls and 1 strike, 1 out. And there's another swing and a miss. For strike 2. 0-2 now the count to Snell. And Snell will step out of the box to think about it. And here's the 0-2. And that one misses as the catcher tried to frame that one, but unsuccessful, and the count now 1-2. So 1 ball and 2 strikes to Mason Snell. Jaden Ross on deck for Mohawk Valley. 1 out. A 1-run lead here in the bottom of the 8th. There's the windup and the pitch. And that one misses for ball 2, and the count now even 2-2 to Mason Snell. So 2 balls and 2 strikes to Snell. And here comes the windup now and the pitch by Collins. And that misses for ball 3. And we have ourselves a full count here, folks, with Mason Snell and Mason Collins. So Mason versus Mason here. Just noticed that. Mason Collins the pitcher, Mason Snell the batter. Mason will win this, I guarantee. And it's going to be Mason Snell who wins it. And he will walk to first base.
Now batting the center fielder, number 12 from the University of South Florida, Jaden Ross.
So Jaden Ross now the batter for the Dawgs. Ross has popped out. He has reached on a strikeout pass ball and also singled here tonight. And we got a pinch runner. Is that what we got going on out there? Yeah, so Brady Shannon coming in. So Brady Shannon, the pitch runner. So Shannon at first base now, as Jaden Ross will step into the batter's box with 1 out.
Pinch running number 33 from the University of Central Florida, Brady Shannon.
So Brady Shannon, as you heard, is the runner now at first. And Jaden Ross, the batter for Mohawk Valley. Mason Collins, the pitcher. Here's the first pitch to Ross. He will pop that up. And the pitcher, the pitcher, and the first baseman all going for that, but the pitcher comes away with it for out number 2.
From the University of New Haven, Owen Pinsons.
So Owen Pinsons now back to the top of the lineup. And for Pinsons, he is 1 for 4. He has popped out, singled, struck out, and grounded out here tonight. A right-handed batter is Pinsons. He's got a runner on first with 2 outs and a 1-run lead here in the bottom of the 8th. Mason Collins is the pitcher. Here's the pitch. Runner takes off. Here's the throw. And that is in time. And the runner is thrown out at second base, and that'll end the inning. And the Dogs will take it to the 9th with a 2-1 advantage, looking to shut down those bats of the Lumberjacks in the top of the 9th. So we'll be back for the top of the 9th after this commercial break.
The fine folks at ARC Herkimer give people with developmental, psychological, and physical challenges many opportunities, such as attending individualized classes, working in a supported vocational setting or the community, participating in programming at a senior center, and volunteering in the community, among many others. Since the very beginning and continuing today, ARC Herkimer continually strives to be the premier provider of innovative and quality services for people with developmental challenges and others in the community. Thank you, ARC Herkimer, for all you are doing to make our community better. Fans, have you ever dug for diamonds? Well, if you haven't, then you're in luck. Just 15 miles from here, we have the Herkimer Diamond Mines KOA. Their diamonds are beautiful, fun to find, and the whole family can dig for them. The diamonds, which are actually quartz crystals, were faceted by nature 500 million years ago. At Herkimer Diamond Mines KOA, guests experience upstate New York's largest jewelry store, museum, a fossil and gemstone sluicing area, and can even stay in themed cottages and lodges. Take a trip over to the Herkimer Diamond Mines KOA and tell them your DiamondDawgs sent you. Hey fans, tell the world you are here at Veterans Memorial Park watching your Mohawk Valley DiamondDawgs. Share your experiences, connect with other fans, and gain behind-the-scenes access to your favorite team. For more information, visit mvdiamonddogs.com or like us on Facebook or follow us on Instagram and Twitter. Fans, if you are in high school and are looking for a college, or if you have an adult who is looking to go back to college, look no further. Right in your own backyard, we have Herkimer College. Students from across the state, nation, and world choose Herkimer College for a number of reasons. The most important is their exceptional academics. Herkimer College ranks among the top 100 community colleges in the U.S. for student success because we consistently achieve impressive graduation and transfer rates. Their students can choose from more than 40 associate's degree and certificate programs in which they'll gain hands-on experience and real-life skills in their major. Go Generals!
And fans, welcome back to the top of the 9th. We have a few changes to let you know about. Now pitching for Mohawk Valley is Dom Persicelli. Dom Persicelli now pitching for the DiamondDawgs, and we have a pinch hitter for the Boonville Lumberjacks, Ben Coleman. So Ben Coleman now batting, and Dom Persicelli is the pitcher. So Persicelli looking to get 3 outs and walk away with a 2-1 victory for Mohawk Valley here. Top of the 9th, it is Persicelli against Ben Coleman. Here we go. Persicelli is a righty. He's going to face the right-hander in Ben Coleman. And here's the windup and the pitch. And puts down a bunt, does Coleman. Persicelli picks it up, throws over to first. And an error as the ball gets away there. And a runner on first. So Alex Angulo now. So Alex Angulo, who has grounded out, walked, and popped out, will now come to the plate. Another right-handed batter with a runner on first base for the Lumberjacks. That's the tying run at first. Obviously the go-ahead run at the plate as Alex Angulo, and they're going to throw back. Does Persicelli, and the runner will slide back. And Coleman.
Come on.
So Alex Angulo now. Here's the pitch. Shows bunt, pulls back. They're going to throw to first base, and safe at first as Ballant made the throw to first quickly. So no balls and 1 strike to Alex Angulo. As Persicelli looks in, looks at the runner at first base a few times, and he's going to wind and deliver. Now shows bunt again, and fouls that one off. And the runner advances to second. That was a strike, and the count is 0-2. So no balls and 2 strikes now to Angulo. Runner on second. Persicelli looks at the runner at second base, and now will wind and deliver. And there's a little chopper to the shortstop, who's going to pick it up, throw to first, and that is out number 1. So the tying run now at third base with 1 out.
Designated hitter number 9 for Xavier University, Dom Jackson.
So Dom Jackson now the batter. And here comes Coach Luby. And we're going to take a commercial break and be back after this.
Vans NBT Bank is an independent community bank based in Norwich, New York. They trace their roots back to 1856 and are proud of their heritage of building long-term financial relationships. Today, NBT Bank offers personal banking, asset management, and business services through a network of more than 155 banking locations in 5 states. Their customers have the added convenience of an extensive ATM network, and they also provide many services online. Tell them your DiamondDawgs sent you. Vans NBT Bank is an independent community bank based in Norwich, New York. They trace their roots back to 1856 and are proud of their heritage of building long-term financial relationships. Today, NBT Bank offers personal banking, asset management, and business services through a network of more than 155 banking locations in 5 states. Their customers have the added convenience of an extensive ATM network, and they also provide many services online. Tell them your DiamondDawgs sent you. Fans, if you're ever in need of home, auto, or life insurance, please make sure you reach out to our local State Farm agent, Scott Greats, in Ilion. Scott's mission is to exceed customer expectations by consistently delivering on his value proposition. Scott wants to help more people in more ways forever. Give Scott Greats at State Farm Insurance a call today and tell him the DiamondDawgs sent you. If you're looking for financial professionals, contact Van Meter & Van Meter, LLC. They are a comprehensive financial services firm located in Little Falls. They have the training, the experience, and the resources to help you and your family enjoy the most prosperous, worry-free financial journey through life possible. Contact them today. The DiamondDawgs would like to give a shout out to Hummel's Office Plus. Hummel's Office Plus's goal is to provide home and office solutions by delivering services and supplies that meet their customer needs and lifestyles. They are committed to being leaders in customer satisfaction and building partnerships with their customers based on confidence, integrity, and trust. They achieve and maintain their strength through dedication to high principles and concern for the people in the communities in which they serve. Go see our friends at Hummel's Office Plus for all your home and office needs.
And fans, welcome back. We have a pitching change for the Mohawk Valley DiamondDawgs. Now pitching for Mohawk Valley is Aiden Colagrande. Aiden Colagrande now pitching for Mohawk Valley. Dom Jackson is the batter with a runner on third base. Boonville down 1, and they're going to put a
Will your Tires
bunt
make it
down.
through this?
And they bunt that one down to the third base line, and run scores. And now 2-2 after the bunt. So the bunt from Dom Jackson ties this ball game. So Jake Hatch is now the batter. So Hatch at the plate. And the runner at first was out.
I didn't know he got out.
And there is a strike to Dom Jackson. I'm sorry, to Jake Hatch. Here's the pitch, and that's fouled off. No balls and 1 strike to Hatch now. And that one misses for ball 1. So 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 and 2 actually, 1 and 2 the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Hatch. Here's the pitch. Outside, and the count now 2-2. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Jake Hatch. Ball game is tied at 2 now, with nobody on here in the top of the 9th. Here's the pitch. And that one misses for ball 3, and the count now 3-2. So 3 balls and 2 strikes to Hatch here. Here's the windup and the pitch. And there is strike 3. So that'll do it for the inning. But this game is knotted up at 2 as we go to the bottom of the 9th. Dawgs with a chance to walk it off. Make sure you come back, fans.
Fans, if you are in high school and are looking for a college, or if you have an adult who is looking to go back to college, look no further. Right in your own backyard, we have Herkimer College. Students from across the state, nation, and world choose Herkimer College for a number of reasons. The most important is their exceptional academics. Herkimer College ranks among the top 100 community colleges in the U.S. for student success because we consistently achieve impressive graduation and transfer rates. Their students can choose from more than 40 associate's degree and certificate programs in which they'll gain hands-on experience and real-life skills in their major. Go Generals! Leather Stocking Credit Union, established in 1977, is a not-for-profit financial cooperative located in Cooperstown, New York, the home of the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum. LCU is a not-for-profit, locally run financial institution formed to serve groups of people who have a common bond, such as where they work or live. Fans, NBT Bank is an independent community bank based in Norwich, New York. They trace their roots back to 1856 and are proud of their heritage of building long-term financial relationships. Today, NBT Bank offers personal banking, asset management, and business services through a network of more than 155 banking locations in 5 states. Their customers have the added convenience of an extensive ATM network, and they also provide many services online. Tell them your DiamondDawgs sent you.
And we are back for the bottom of the 9th, and Owen Pinsons will lead things off here with this game tied at 2. Dawgs with a chance to win it here in the bottom of the 9th. First pitch to Pinsons is a ball. So 1 ball, no strikes. It'll be Owen Pinsons, Corey Adams, and Mitchell Ballant. 1, 2, 3 in the order for Mohawk Valley. There's a called strike, and the count 1-1 to Pinsons. So Dawgs 1, 2, 3 in the batting order here in the bottom of the 9th, down 2-2. I'm sorry, tied 2-2. Here's the windup and pitch by Collins now. And that is hit into left field. And it's going foul, and it's going to go into the bullpen area. And we're going to see what happens here. The umpires called it out of play as he was out of the field of play. So that doesn't matter whether he caught it or not. He was in the dugout area. And they count 1-2 now to Owen Pinson's. So no 1 ball, 2 strikes. So Pinson's will get back into the box here to face Mason Collins. All the Dogs needs is 1 run here. And this game is over. Here's the pitch. And that ball is hit to the shortstop who bobbles it. The shortstop bobbles it in E6. And that puts the winning run at first base for Mohawk Valley. So Sam Fleming, the shortstop, what looked like a routine play, bobbled it. And a runner is safe at first. That is Owen Pinson's. So Corey Adams, who is having himself a game tonight. He has singled, reached on catcher interference, also singled again, picking up an RBI, and reached on an E5. So every time he's come to bat, he has found a way to get on base. And he's going to bunt here. He pulls back. They're going to throw to first. And safe at first on a very close play. And Boonville highly upset with that. They do not agree on that call. And that was close, folks. As Owen Pinson's took a couple extra steps away from first base. And I can see why the folks from Boonville thought maybe he was out. But regardless, the call was made. He is safe at first. And the count is 1-0 to Corey Adams. Adams again showing bunt and pulls back again. And that is ball 2. Oh, 1-1. As the ball might have been tipped, I believe. 1-1 the count. A runner on first base. That's the winning run for Mohawk Valley. And here is Corey Adams again. Turns the bunt. Pulls back again. And that is ball 2. So 2 balls and a strike. Mitchell Ballant on deck. Corey Adams at the plate. Owen Pinson's at first. The winning run. Here's the pitch, and there's the bunt. And that's going to move the runner over. And he throws away at first, and that's going to advance the runner to third. So another error. Costly here in the bottom of the 9th. And runners now on first and third.
Now batting the catcher, number 17 from Carson Newman, Mitchell Ballant.
So here's Mitchell Ballant with a chance to win this ball game for Mohawk Valley. So Mitchell Ballant will come to the plate. Winning run now at third. That is Owen Pinson's. So Dawgs, an opportunity here to walk this thing off and send the fans home happy. So a pop out to the outfield will win this game. Everyone playing in. The infield obviously playing in. So here's Mitchell Ballant. Here comes the pitch now to Ballant. And the runner takes off. And safe at second. They'll throw, obviously. So runners now at second and third. But that doesn't matter, as the winning run is at third base. So 1 ball, no strikes to Mitchell Ballant. Mitchell Ballant, a chance to be a hero here tonight in Little Falls. And here's the windup and the pitch. Swing and a miss by Ballant. And the count 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Sebastian Muller on deck. Lots of chances here for Mohawk Valley to win this thing here in the bottom of the 9th. There's the windup now in the pitch. In the dirt. And that got away from the catcher just a bit. But he was able to keep it in front of him. That's Joshua Lopez. And the count now 2-1. So Mitchell Ballant again will step into the batter's box with a huge opportunity here to walk off a hero on a Saturday night in Little Falls. Here's the pitch. And that one hits him after he fouls it off, and the count now 2-2. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. And the umpire again sharing some wisdom with Ballant. A lot of conversation with the umpire and players today. Friendly conversation, that is. 2-2 count. Game on the line. Here's the pitch to Mitchell Ballant. And it's going to take a while. And here it comes. And that is high for ball 3. So full count to Mitchell Ballant. Spot available for Ballant at first base. But again, not much of that matters with the winning run at third. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the windup and the pitch by Collins. And that is hit to the third baseman. He's going to scoop it up, throw over to first. And there is an out, and the runner at third is dancing around. And he was almost going to test him. He did not. And the ball is delivered right through the pitcher by the first baseman. So 1 out as Sebastian Muller comes to the plate for Mohawk Valley, and he will have some words with his coach at third base. That is Coach Luby, the head coach. And not sure what that conversation is, but no, it's a lot of strategy. Some wisdom shared there by the coach to the player. So Sebastian Muller now with the chance to be the hero. Again, runners on second and third. Winning run at third is Owen Pinsons. Here's the pitch to Sebastian Muller. Takes that one for ball 1, and the count is 1-0. So this time it is Sebastian Muller with the chance to be the Saturday night hero in Little Falls. Here's the pitch. In the dirt for ball 2, and the count now 2-0. So 2 balls and no strikes. And the coach comes out, and they're going to intentionally walk Sebastian Muller. So Sam Miller now with an opportunity. So bases are loaded now. A strategic move there by the head coach of Boonville. Putting the guy on first makes it easier to get the double play. So Sam Miller now. So now another chance for a hero. This time Sam Miller can be the Saturday night Little Falls hero. There's the pitch. And that is high for ball 1. So now the difference for Boonville is that they can't walk this guy. They walk the batter to get the easier option, get the double play, but now no room for him at the barn. That was close for ball 2. So 2 balls and no strikes to Sam Miller. So Mason Collins is the pitcher with a 2-0 count now. Sam Miller at the plate. There's the windup now on the pitch by Collins. Infield is in. There's the windup and the pitch. And there's a big swing and a miss by Miller. And the count now 2-1. So we talk about Miller time, folks. This is definitely one of those games for Sam Miller. Here we go. Here's the pitch. And he takes that one for strike 2. And now this is getting interesting. 2 balls and 2 strikes. So 2-2 count with 1 out now to Sam Miller. 2-2 count. Collins looking in. He's going to wind and deliver on the 2-2. Here's the pitch. And that is popped up into center field. Runner's going to tag up. Here's the throw. And the DiamondDawgs have walked it off. The DiamondDawgs have walked off this game and won this game after Sam Miller pops it out to center field. The runner tags up in Owen Pinson's, and the DiamondDawgs win this one 3-2 on a great game here on a Saturday night in Little Falls. So thank you for listening, folks. I hope you enjoyed the game. I'm Pete Pagliaro, and make sure you catch us the next time the Dogs are playing for baseball on this network. Thanks again, fans. Have a great night.
We're out on the field and we're ready to play. We're all suited up, we got a game today. We're gonna play fast and we're gonna play hard. Gonna knock that ball right out of the yard. So don't just sit there like a bump on a log. Let me hear you holler now. Let's go, Dogs! We got a guy on third and nobody out. It's time to stand up, yes, it's time to shout. We're playing some ball and we're having some fun. Come on, boys, let's score that run. So don't just sit there like a bump on a log. Let me hear you holler now. Let's go, Dogs! Field and we're ready to play. We're all suited up, we got a game today. We're gonna play fast and we're gonna play hard. Gonna knock that ball right out of the yard. So don't just sit there like a bump on a log. Let me hear you holler now. Let's go, Dogs! 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 Don't just sit there like a bump on a log. Let me hear you holler now. Let's go, Dogs!